Wish I could darken my screen.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? And now we are on. I can't believe we are up to the eighth movie of the MCU already. You know,
Yes.
we made it this far, and this
Phase
one's
second movie of Phase Two,
second movie of Phase Two, Thor: The Dark World.
which a lot of people are. I'm not. Are you a big fan of this movie?
Oh, I'm a big fan. Like so far, I like the way how we doing like every week, right? And then I'm
No, I
catching
meant
so
this
much more stuff.
movie. This movie in particular.
Oh yes, I am. You
Okay.
know why? Because it's the appearance of the second Infinity Stone. Well, not second in a sequence,
Third.
but is a third one? Let me see.
It's
What
the
did we
third.
go
It's the
over?
third time we actually see an Infinity Stone, but they only announced it as the second Infinity Stone.
Yes,
Got to
yes.
remember, we got the Tesseract, one Infinity
That's
Stone.
right. Yep.
Loki Scepter,
Oh, Loki Scepter. That's right.
Infinity Stone, which is the most important Infinity Stone because it makes us get vision.
Yes.
And then now the third Infinity Stone,
The
which
they
I'm a
pronounce it
little
ether.
puzzled about this. I'm puzzled about this Infinity Stone because what's it coming out of the? Is it called the Aether? Aether?
So I was going to ask you about the pronunciation, like ether, like the gas, right? You
I
know,
think it's Aether. I think it starts with an A.
ether. Okay, sounds like they
Maybe, it
saying
sounds like they
ether
say
the whole
ether.
time.
It doesn't matter. But we aren't talking about the ether you spray in an engine that started.
That's what I was thinking. Like, do you mean the like the highly flammable
But
liquid?
here's the thing, though. Did you notice in the movie the ether comes out like little piece specks of dust? You
Yeah, that's
know?
what I was like. The red
I was like,
mist,
how are
right?
you gonna get a stone out of that?
Yeah, it's a red mist. I guess they put it in some kind of container,
I
like
don't
some kind of
know.
rock container, you
It's
know?
just it's some kind of dust that comes out of all your pores and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's like
Talk about an allergy.
the container they put is like that size of that staff from Jurassic Park, you know, that old man with the mosquito.
No, wasn't it a ball? I thought it was a spear.
No, it's some kind of sphere. Like they put in some kind of container, you know,
Yeah,
like a
well, yeah,
lamp.
because we only see the only container we see is when the collector gets at the end.
Yeah,
It's a big
at
old
the end,
square
yeah. But let's talk about the conductor at the end because I like that part too. So,
collector.
you know how the like this movie start off like with Odin, narrating again, like telling a story, right?
Yes.
Like you know about his
Yeah,
grandfather or his father.
telling it. Yeah, it starts off them telling the boys a story.
Yep, the Dark Elves, the power of ether or whatever, you know. King
Yeah,
Bull
well,
is the
it
father
starts
of
off with
Odin.
it actually starts off the same story with every story on Earth starts off or in every religion.
Yeah,
First there was darkness.
yes, yeah. First came darkness. I know.
Yeah, and then we had little dark elves, which
Yes.
these elves are not the elves you see in Lord of the Rings.
You know, so they go into the big battle, and then they show that as the Asgardians got the ether from the Dark Elves. You know.
Yeah, well, yeah, the dark elves have the Easter. I don't know how they got it. They didn't even use it yet.
No.
I mean, come on. When you get something, you should use it. Right out of the box. Or otherwise, somebody's gonna come and take your stuff away from you.
So what is the ether's power?
You
Like to
know.
destroy planets? Or what is it? Like destroy
Well,
universes?
from all I gather from this movie is it makes the whole universe dark again.
Or just dark? Okay, so
It must
complete
destroy
darkness.
everything.
That's
But
what
if
I
it
thought. Like,
destroys everything, then what are you gonna do? But I noticed, at the end, towards the middle, well, ending towards the movie, all that stuff's coming out of what's his name?
uh,
Ma-
Meth
Mal-
Malekith or something.
yeah, Malachi.
Malachi, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, Malachi. Yeah, stuff. All this stuff's coming out of Malachi. This shows like the planet. It shows all that dust coming off. So
Yeah, yeah.
apparently, it just blots out the darkness. It just apparently just blocks all those suns and everything turns dark and dies.
Like a black hole in a way.
No, I don't think it's a black hole. I
Oh,
think
okay.
it's just I think it's like it covers up. Okay, let's say you're on Earth. You're looking at and you're on a sunny day, and then the wind starts blowing. It blows all that dust,
Oh
and it
yes, like
blacks out the
orange thing.
sun.
Yes,
Yeah,
the orange
forever,
mist. But this is the red mist.
forever. Well,
Forever.
it's orange for a while, but if it gets thicker, eventually the orange goes away and it's just black.
Okay. So
Let's say that's what it does. It just does that, and it's forever.
So before I go on, right? Because before I even have my question to start off this thing, they buried the ether deep where no one can find it. They never said the location, right? Like that's what they like. What? What
Well,
did?
it was apparently in another realm.
In
Yeah,
another realm.
I couldn't
Okay.
figure that at first too, but apparently, okay. I guess it looks like to me they got lazy. They're like, this guy. It's like he's selling those buried deep, and they're like, you really want to dig a hole? I don't want to dig a hole. And they go, we got 9 realms. Let's put it in the one that nobody will go to.
Yeah. I
We'll
assume it's
put it
Earth,
down in
right?
the pit.
Obviously.
Well, because that's the only reason that Jane Foster finds it. Is because remember all the rims are converging.
Mm-hmm.
I guess apparently they're probably I don't know if they're all planets or they never explain what a rim is.
Yeah. Well,
But
it's
apparently,
like
because
worlds, right?
they
That's how I
because each
understood it.
rim, because I noticed each rim gets to travel in spaceships.
Uh huh.
but it must be certain points in the universe or other universes or in other realities
Oh,
that
reality. Yeah.
somehow merge together. But apparently they all merge together, and the gravitational pulls on them opens up portals. You don't need a Bifrost to travel between them. You can just kind of walk
Yeah, you can
into
walk through
another.
these portals. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can
I
go through
got
the
that
portal.
too.
And Jane Foster apparently fell through one and ended up in the place that
In
had
that
the
place,
Ether,
right? Yeah, we're getting ahead of ourselves. So
which
before
is
we,
not the place where they're throwing shoes
yeah. So before a car keys. So before we
and
get
car
to
keys.
that part, right? I want to ask you, Jane Foster or Darcy?
Kind of like them both.
I do too. So,
I mean,
hold on. So
I
this
like them
morning,
both.
right? So this morning, right? Like my youngest one, Ryan, got into our bed. Like he woke up first, got in between there, and my wife Heather and I were playing with him, right? And this is what Heather said to Ryan. She's like, "Oh, what is better than a mommy and daddy sandwich?" This is what I said: Elizabeth Olsen and Scarlett Johansson. That's what I thought of this question. So when I thought of that, right? I told Heather, like, oh, this is what I'm gonna ask Shane tonight. Like, Darcy or Jane? And you said it. You said the correct answer is both of them.
Yeah, I mean, well, if I had to pick one,
Yeah.
man, I don't know. It'd be hard. The one
Okay.
with brains or the one with breath.
All right, so I want to go back to this movie now, the seriousness. So I like how obviously Iron Man 3 they continue the events from Avengers.
Hey,
right?
hey, I got we got a question. Since you had to go there,
Yeah.
what about the other? There was there was that Asgardian lady,
Which is Guardian Lady? Which part?
Asgardian chick.
Oh, Sif, Lady Sif.
Yeah, Lady
Oh, I like
Sif.
her too. Yeah, I like her too. I like her a lot.
Who doesn't?
I like it like every time she shows up, like, oh, she's here.
She can kill you too.
She sure can.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so let's get back to it. Oh, so there's three like really beautiful, attractive ladies in this movie, obviously.
And Frigga's not bad either.
No, it's not. No, I like it. No, the movie was good. This is the only second time I've seen this.
Oh, really?
So the first time, of all the movies, right? I didn't watch Thor: The Dark World until after Endgame.
I can't remember when I watched it. I watched it not that long after it came out. I didn't see it at the theater though.
No, we didn't see it at the theater.
I can't remember why I missed it. Well, I can't remember why I ended up missing it.
It came out in 2013.
Oh, maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't miss it. I know I missed the third one at the theater because I went and saw Black Panther instead for some reason.
Oh, I saw this. I saw Ragnarok and the third one. I loved that too.
Yeah, I love the third one.
Yeah, the third one is great.
Third one is my favorite. But this one actually, I guess I forgot a lot about it. You don't ever hear anybody talk about it. It doesn't seem really to be that big a deal. And a lot of people miss a lot of Thor movies. But watching it again, it's like, why come I didn't watch it?
I don't know. Like, allow watching it again. I can't believe, like, why did I miss this,
I mean, a lot of work went into this movie. It's a really good movie.
No, it's a really good movie. Like, Rene Russo have a big part in it. Anthony Hopkins.
Everybody got a big part. Hemsworth was shown more. He got shown. I mean, a lot of the characters got shown more, except for the the warriors.
Yep.
The warrior friends of Thor. They didn't get shown as much. But
no, they don't. It's not like they had their parts, helping out, but then that's really it.
But it also has Loki in it, so.
Oh, so see, every time. Okay, so this is gonna have to do the storyline, right? I just noticed something. There's a spot that Loki loved to stab Thor at. It's like the left side under the stomach right here. That's the spot. He stabbed him in the first Thor movie over there. He stabbed him in Avengers. He stabbed him in this movie. He stabbed him in Thor Ragnarok. He even stabbed him when Thor was talking about it in Ragnarok. Like, hey, there was one time when we were kids, right? He tricked me with this snake, and he know how much I love snake, right? Then he stabbed me right here. Then he was pointing out the exact same spot where Loki always stabbed him. So when Loki says, like, what's the thing he says to Thor? You always fall for that. I think he's talking about the stabbing, not the illusions, not the lies.
He's probably talking about everything. Because
I mean, come on, he just stabs
everything. He always Loki tricks him constantly.
Yeah,
but you notice that.
And they both know, right? Like if they stab each other, nothing really gonna happen. He's not gonna.
They're still brothers. Yeah, no, and they're still good brothers because you got to think about it. Because there's always scenes where, here's something else Loki always does. He always dies. And he comes back.
He always cries for him.
And the sad thing is, it's always when Thor's talking to humans, they always ask, "Is your brother here?"
Yeah.
And then he's got to defend his brother, you know.
It's like, my
He
brother's
always
there. Are you
defends his
sure?
brother. Yeah, he always defends his
This is like
brother.
the third time I'm hearing this news.
Yeah, they're like, this guy's a murderer, and you're okay with it.
Yeah, no, it's really
It's not the
good.
mode of life, anyways.
All right, so I want to go back to this movie
Well,
also followed the
we're fighting. Well, we
Avengers.
got to see the war they're fighting at the beginning. Okay, it's to fight the dark.
Yes. Yeah.
Deals.
Well,
It's
that was
neat
the
because
they
the
talk about
battle
the
is
thing.
not the battle is not with Odin. The battle is with Odin's father.
Yeah, Boar.
King Boar.
Right? Yeah, King Boar.
Yes, King Boar.
So it started a long time ago.
So yeah, way.
Yeah.
It's have to be way before there's probably even humans on the Earth.
Yeah, because they live like thousands of years, right? Like.
I don't know. Okay, I'll tell you what they say. They say Loki says 5,000 years.
Whoa.
I think they live longer than 5,000 years, or it's going to throw a lot of time off.
Yeah, maybe he's just average.
Yeah, because he did say give or take a 5,000 years.
Yeah, give or take. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm sure there's not even people yet. I mean, on Earth, there's probably dinosaurs, and I'm like, yeah, we don't go there. That's
well, even before that, maybe I don't know.
But anyhow, yeah, we see the war. We get to see the Thor's grandfather.
Yeah.
He's the guy battling. Instead of taking it to their trophy room like Odin does nowadays, they decide they're gonna bury it.
Yeah, like where are they gonna bury this? Who cares, man?
And they didn't bury it. They just stuck it in another rim and probably a crack in the ground. In the giant, they didn't even touch it.
That's how you saw it, yeah.
Because it shows. Because you see the thing that when Jane Foster finds it, you can still see the scar marks on the ground from the Bifrost.
Well, because no one's been there.
Yeah, but there's the Bifrost. That means they just kind of like Star Trek did it. They teleported it there and left it.
And then they just tossed it right here. You go.
Yeah, there was no guy. There was no people standing there and going, "Hey, you think this is good?" No, they just put it there and went on.
It's like how you assemble furniture, right? And then you're like, "Oh, these are extra parts," and you just toss it to the side. Like you don't even throw it away.
They're like, yeah, we don't know.
Yeah.
Because we found out they can't destroy it. Because remember they asked if they're
they can't destroy it. That's right. Yeah. They don't know too much about it.
Here's the crummy thing. What I thought was really crummy, because the war's ending. They got beat. The Dark Elves got beat.
Yeah.
You know, and then he decides to get away. He's going to destroy almost all of his people and take as many Asgardians with him as he can to get away.
Oh yeah, that's right. They showed that in their little short scene.
He destroys all those ships, yeah, just to kill some Asgardians, a few of them, because he's not even on their homeworld. That's his homeworld. Yeah. He pretty much wipes out all of his people, except for him and his followers. They get on that one spaceship and fly away, and the rest of the hundreds of other spaceships, he killed all those guys.
Sacrifice, man. They kind of do that in the middle of the movie too, like for the Dark Elves. You know, that's how they roll. That's how they operate.
That's what I was saying. How's there any Dark Elves yet? I mean, how are you gonna save your people if you don't got anybody to save?
He doesn't care. There's no Captain Nemo, right? He doesn't care. It's the end goal. That's the most important.
But he makes everybody believe that he's making it dark for the Dark Elves. I'm like, there ain't none.
So he's running a cult. That's why you do it. That's what you're saying. He's
running a cult because there's not gonna be anybody for the darkness but him.
Yeah, it just darkness. Who cares? You're here or not? Just help us with the cause.
Yeah, him and that berserker guy,
Drink this Kool-Aid.
Yeah, here. No, well, it's worse than Kool-Aid. What was that? He's there. Take this little burning nugget and stick it in his flesh. So you can turn into that demon-looking berserker thing.
Yes. Oh, yeah. You know what? Like, we're getting way ahead of ourselves.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah. So we did the war, right? And then the next scene is they brought Loki back to Odin. So this after the Avengers, when Thor took Loki back, and then he had to talk to Odin or something, so he could put him in jail.
Well, they take Loki back as a prisoner.
Yeah, prisoner, and then
they take the Tesseract and put it down in their trophy room.
In the trophy room.
that we've seen in the first Thor movie.
And then I think they wanted to point out that Frigga is the only reason Loki is still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, they point that out. Yeah, in the
reason they pointed out because she still sees him as her son.
Yes, definitely.
She's always cared for him. And they cut a scene out. They cut a scene in this movie out. If you watch the extra scenes, there is a scene that tells you why she taught, because she's the one that taught Loki all his magic.
Yeah, he knows the magic from his mother.
There's a scene, and they cut it out. And I wish they would have left part of it in, or a little bit in it, because it tells you why she gave a little extra attention to Loki and taught him magic.
Oh, I didn't
But what
watch the deleted scene for this one.
Well, she tells Thor's like, so why do you mess with him so much? Why do you do all this stuff for him? She basically tells him, because you and your father cast such a big shadow, I didn't want him to feel left out. Basically.
Oh.
You know, and it's true. I mean, because it's all about Thor. It's all about Odin.
Yeah.
Loki's just this little brother that's been adopted that doesn't know it, that nobody cares about. That's why he gets in trouble. So she gave him extra attention.
Okay.
Which is important to the story. This is an important part of the story.
It is. So I want to bring that
emotion
later
back.
Like his mom. Yeah, he loves her. Like, because I want to bring that emotion back, like later in the scene. So I want to, So, and what was it? No, so like we find that out, right? And then the next scene is Vanaheim. I want to say there's a battle scene because all the realms in chaos. Yes. Kind of show you Thor is trying to bring order.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be. Well, they just show one rim, but supposedly because the Bifrost was destroyed.
Yep.
All the rims fell in chaos.
Yeah.
And so Thor's traveling him and his warrior friends are traveling from rim to rim, restoring order.
Their ways. Yeah, we're restoring order. You know.
And supposedly Midgard is one of them.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Midgard's Earth, if you don't know.
Yeah, Midgard's Earth. Yep.
Remember the Battle of New York?
Yes.
That would probably be the chaos. That would be part of the chaos that Thor was sent to go fix.
Yes.
And he just happened to bump into, hey, Iron Man and Captain America.
Yeah, and then Loki. Yeah, exactly.
He joined their boy band of misfits, including Black Widow.
Black Widow. You said Scarlet Witch.
I know I jumped too far ahead. I mean, come on. You already know who I picked between those two.
I'm going to pick both, too.
Well, you can't always have both, okay?
Okay, fine. I don't know. That's a hot choice. I want to pick Elizabeth Olsen.
I'm going to pick Scarlet Witch because I've always loved the comic. I like her character in the comic book, especially when she had the gypsy look going. But that's out of what our story is.
Yes, we are. Okay, so we're back to Anaheim, okay? They had the scene and then like Thor shows
sounds like
up.
You said Anaheim.
No, Anaheim. Vanaheim, right?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Oh, okay.
It was like you're saying Anaheim, like, where Disneyland is.
California.
Where Disneyland is.
It's really funny, but that big rock guy came.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Because don't we see another one of his race again later in Thor Ragnarok?
Yeah,
remember that guy talks a lot?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Is
the
that
rock
the same guy?
No, it's not the same guy.
Oh, I mean, not the same guy, but like same species.
I think it's the same alien race.
Oh, same alien race, yeah, same species.
Well, the rock guy in the the rock guy that we saw that
this one.
He's this big giant. It's almost like what was that movie with Brad Pitt where he goes and kills that one?
Troy. I noticed that
Troy.
too. I was like, I thought it was just like Troy because he asked him like, okay, I accept your surrender. Then he just beats him up anyway.
Well, he didn't beat him up. He just hit him.
One time, right? And then anybody else?
But the rock guy, I forgot what they're called. He has a name. But the problem is the rock guy is the very first comic book with Thor in it.
Oh,
he fights these rock. He actually fights rock guys. These guys are based on the drawings from the comic book.
Oh, really? No, I didn't.
Of course, they're done better. They're supposed to be like the Rockmen from Saturn.
Rockman from Saturn? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, apparently it's another Saturn. Okay, it's the same Saturn.
Okay, so yeah, you know what? It's so funny that you said that remind you of Troy because it reminded me of the Troy too. Because after that, Brad Pitt or Achilles, right? He said, "Is there anyone else?"
Yeah, and everybody just throws their stuff down.
Yeah, they just throw their stuff down. It was easy, and then his friends made that joke like, "Man, next time I think we should start with that rock guy first."
Yeah, his friend, hey, we should start with the hardest one. But they always do that in a lot of deals. Because remember, it's like Iron Man 2. Iron Man 2, remember at the very end where they're fighting all the hammer droids?
Yes, next time we should
start
Iron Man
tells Rhodey to duck. He tells Rhodey to duck. Rhodey ducks, and he shoots them all with that laser, cuts them in half. And then, of course, Rhodey's like, maybe you should lead off with that.
Yeah, I know, that was very similar. Like, no, I can only use it once. All right, so we have that, that was the last piece. Like, I think Thor goes back home, right? He tells his father.
Well, that was supposed to be the last place they fought the battle.
Yeah,
and they
the 9 realms as occur.
So they go, of course, they got to go back to Asgard, and You
And they
see
have a
everybody
party.
fight for some reason. Well, they're not partying yet. You remember, they're all fighting. They shows a scene where they're all practice fighting,
Oh yeah.
which
He
which
goes home. Yeah, he
I
practice
guess you
fighting.
can't say that's the end of the cleanup, but that's probably the last major battle.
Yeah, the last major battle. I
But
thought they were
everybody's
practicing.
training. I'm like, hey, why don't y'all just go ahead and party? I mean, you just got done fighting a war. You're gonna go back and train, and then you're gonna have a party.
Yeah.
But yeah, then after that, he talks to his dad, and of course, this is where he establishes he's still in love with Jane Foster.
Yeah,
His
the
dad's like,
mortal.
"Hey, dude, she's gonna drop dead before you're even like,
Even halfway there, I know.
yeah." He's like, "You need to move on."
Yeah, they do, right?
They,
Even like,
they,
cause Lady Sif talks to Thor, right? Like, or is this his mom? Like, oh, there's Sif that talks to him, like, hey, you should enjoy the
yeah, there's a
party.
party.
Yeah, and then Thor kind of tell, like, kind of like the first one, like, well, he's grown now, he doesn't party that long,
Yeah.
he worries
Well,
about other things.
he doesn't party that long because he wants to go back to Earth.
Yeah, you want to go back to Earth, I know.
Party with the Avengers. Who wouldn't? I mean, come on, they got a nice looking tower. I mean, Tony Stark even built him a room.
Yeah, see, yeah, I know. You
Come
saw about
on.
the blueprints thing.
Yeah, he's got a room, the Stark Tower. I don't know what Thor to keep in his room, but
Well, I don't either. So, well,
I've seen that
that part
Saudi
didn't last
American.
long though. Like in Asgard, he's drooling over Jane. He can't
Yeah,
see
he's
her and
all
stuff.
hoodoo.
And then like the next scene carries right to Jane having that lunch date, right? I think it's a lunch date in England with that dude.
Was that where it shot to? Because I thought it. Maybe you're right.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
wasn't Loki, right? It wasn't Loki in his prison, was it?
yeah, not yet. I wrote down exactly how everything like this. I took
Okay.
notes every time
So
now.
we'll go back to the date with the English guy.
Yeah, the date with the guy, like showing Jane.
Yeah, Jane's sitting in their fancy restaurant, and she's staring at the menu because she doesn't want to talk to this guy. Of course,
Yeah, fancy restaurant with 3 items: the chicken, the
yeah,
fish, and the
this guy
vegan.
goes, the guy goes, we could quit looking at the menu now because there's only 3 items on it.
Yeah.
And so they talk about, their love life, and of course,
Darcy
Mark.
comes in.
That's when Darcy pops up and
Yeah.
drags that chair. Like he's like, oh, hello.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she starts talking about Eric
Activity.
Savage.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the activity. Yeah, well, I like it because they got that high dollar piece of Shield.
Yes.
It's Shield because it says Shield on it.
Yep.
You didn't see it. And of course, to fix it, they do what I wouldn't think somebody would do that had 3 PhDs slamming against a table to see if it worked.
Yeah.
Like Darcy's like, yeah, I did that too, but I didn't do all that technical stuff.
Yeah.
Yet.
And then was it right here that they show that Darcy have an intern, or was it
Well,
later?
that's what she says. No, not yet. This is
Not
when
yet.
they leave the restaurant.
Ah.
Remember? Okay, because because she touches all the stuff. Of course, she gets up. Darcy drags that chair away,
Yeah.
and that guy's like, "That's something." And she goes, "Oh yeah, she needs help."
Yeah. She needs help, and then like, yeah, just go. Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, why don't you just go out?"
Yeah, we just go because it's not going well
Then she
anyway.
goes and jumps in that car with Darcy, and the other guy
Yes.
pops.
And then the guy pops up. She was like, "Wow, who's this?"
What was his name? Ian. Yeah, I think
Ian.
his name was
Yes.
Ian. He pops up. She's like, "Who are you?"
Yeah, I'm an
Like,
intern.
so her intern has an intern.
Yeah, her intern has an intern. I like that they make that joke.
Yeah, Darcy's like, "I wanted my intern. This is my intern."
Ah.
Of course, neither one of them getting paid.
Yeah, so they just show them driving off, right? And then I think they use that little cut to show that Eric Selvig is naked.
Yeah.
Was it at the Stonehenge? Is that where he
Yeah,
was?
he's at Stonehenge running around naked.
He's like running around naked.
Which is funny because they're like, oh, the Battle of New York. The guy that was a part of the Battle of New York against aliens, he's running around at Stonehenge butt naked.
He's holding like is like a satellite, right, or something. He's trying to find something because I think at that point he already know kind of what's going on.
Yeah, I forgot what we called those. It had a name for it. And he even tells you what they are at the Funny Farm place. You know.
Oh yes, he does.
Asylum.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to get that.
Yeah, the nut job place.
Yep.
He describes what they are using pencils.
Yes. So yeah, so they had
so
that.
Yeah, they cut to that, and then we cut to what do we cut to after
we
that?
cut right back to Jane and Darcy showing up at that warehouse now.
Yeah, they show up this warehouse.
Yeah, and then like what's so special, right? Then like these kids were there, and then the truck was floating in the air.
Well,
like,
it was the truck floating in the air. Yeah, there's this empty, abandoned-looking warehouse, and there's this nice, kind of newish, antique-ish looking truck sitting right there. I'm like, why is there a truck in good condition parked right
Yeah,
there.
that's the thing, right? It's weird.
Yeah, it's way weird. It's I mean, I don't even question it floating. I'm questioning why is the truck there? Because I mean, the truck shouldn't be there.
It's some kind
But
of time
anyhow, it is
portal, right?
floating. Of course, as that kid, it spins the truck and it spins upside down.
Yeah, it's weird.
And of course, then that's not even the neatest, weirdest thing is when they
No,
go upstairs and they start throwing the bottles off the balcony.
yeah, they do like a portal, right?
They go through a portal and they pop out of the next portal, and then of course some of the shoes are thrown. Of course, Dorsey asked her intern for his shoes.
For his
They're just
shoes.
throwing junk. They're throwing all kinds of junk in this hole, and some of the times stuff doesn't come back.
No, so that's the thing. Like this doesn't come back, right? And then that's weird.
Well, it's because you got to think when they're throwing junk in there, they're not because we see a planet where they find a lot of junk on it. But
Yes.
you got to think when they're throwing junk in there, there's 9 rims. That crap is landing on one of 9 rims.
Yeah,
It may,
one is somewhere.
it may go through 3 rims and pop back out. But that's what it's doing. It's going through a portal and it's ending up in other rims. And it's hitting a portal on another rim and dropping back through.
Well, they didn't explain where these portals are. Like, how did they create it, right? It just.
They do explain how the portals are created.
Oh,
we
okay.
we already described it. Remember, because
Yes.
everything aligns in the gravity.
Yeah,
and
everything aligns.
it's
Yes,
mainly like a
That's right.
bridge going to all the other
that's right.
planets.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
remember
the
that.
guy Hogan, he's seeing crap like car keys fall on his planet. too.
And then he didn't come back.
And then on the ice world, here comes some like more shoes on their ice world.
Yes.
And then
Uh,
some guy in NASCAR is sitting on the living room floor, and
What did Jane do? How did she get sucked in?
well,
I
she went
forgot.
down another deal and hit another portal. Remember, she went
Oh.
down the hallway to investigate.
Yeah, that's why she went to the
Apparently,
voyage
apparently
investigate.
the portals are kind of all displaced in this area.
Right.
So each portal that they're going through must go through different worlds or link through several different worlds. But she
And
goes to the portal to the
that had
planet.
the ether.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
went to the portal on the planet where supposedly they buried the ether real
Yeah,
deep.
they didn't bury it. They just tossed it like, here you go.
Yeah, they just apparently just tossed it out like trash. And of course, she walks up to it, sees this big giant square thing with a hole, cut hole in it, and it's got light shining in it. I mean, come on, all living things. You see something like that, you're gonna get up there and look in there.
Yeah, I was like, oh, what's,
Of course,
what's
I mean,
this?
I wouldn't because from in this area, if you look in a crack in a hole or something, there's usually a snake in there.
Oh, I was
sometimes.
going to say, is that a snake going to jump out?
Yeah, there's usually a snake in there. So I would have put my face in.
I would put some kind of piece of glass over that hole and see
Yeah,
what's going on.
I'd just get somebody else to go over and look for me. I'm sure I
So,
could con somebody to do it.
so why do you think, like, when the ether, I guess, injects itself into her? What does it do?
Yeah. Yeah, it did. It injected it. It goes in her skin.
Yeah, it just goes inside her body, right? Like,
It's not getting fleas real bad.
so I guess it needs a host in some way?
I don't know.
Okay, good. Because they never talked about that because they don't know much about it.
Well, nobody knows about it because the guys who was writing the story, they're like, this sounds cool, but I don't know anything about it.
So let's just toss
write
it aside.
Yeah, let's just write it and let people guess it. And somebody else is smarter than us can make
Yeah.
up the real reason. But
Okay,
basically,
so,
yeah, it
yeah.
gets on her like a host. You're right.
Yeah, it
And
needs
also,
a host.
did you notice when it moves along her skin, it looks kind of like extremist.
Yeah, I know, right? I thought about that. I thought she was going to
I'm
burn
sure
or
you know what
something.
happened. Those guys are like, hey, we got this extremist special effect. Why don't we just modify it a little bit and use it? And we'll go on and use it in Guardians of the Galaxy too.
Oh, yeah, they do that too. Okay.
And, oh, by the way, since they got it, we're going to use it in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. a whole lot.
So, well, after the thing got injected into Jane, right? That's when that
It
Malachi,
got injected. It jumped on her.
it jumped inside. Yeah,
Remember, she
whatever.
kind of backed off of it, and then it
Yeah.
shot out into her.
Into her. So after
But you know
that
what?
happened,
But it's like thousands of little particles.
yeah, I don't know what that is. The red
goes
mist
into-
is inside her.
Well, we know it goes in their skin. Yeah, it's like a mist.
So
Well,
every time I say red mist, it feels like from Kick-Ass.
Sure.
Yeah. So whatever, the ether got inside her, right? That's when the Dark Elf woke up. Malakath.
Yeah, well, she passes out and does all kinds of weird stuff. Has like a weird dream.
Yeah.
She's floating in the redness. Apparently, it's all in her head. And then, of course, Malachi's got some kind of sensor. Yeah, he's got some kind of sensor in him, I guess.
Yeah, like an alarm, right? Like he just woke up.
Yeah, because all of a sudden the spaceship's been sitting there since the dinosaur age, floating around in space. I'm surprised nobody's like stole anything off his spaceship.
How do you like that? Like, the Dark Elves have their own language, right? And then when they meet
I did like
everybody
that.
else,
Oh, I thought that was actually.
but then when they meet everybody else, right, they just start speaking English.
Yeah, well, I mean, They know a lot of languages. Okay.
Yeah, I guess they do. They've been here
Yeah, they've been
thousands
here
of
longer
years.
than almost all the other species in the galaxy.
They probably made the language. They probably made the language. They
Their
invented
language
this
would be
language.
one of the earliest languages.
Yeah.
But again,
Okay,
we won't
good.
know that much about it until we get the Eternals. So,
Oh, see. Okay, yeah. I wouldn't know that much about them too.
but
So,
we know the Eternals are older. So,
and then like there was a quick scene where Thor talks to Heimdall.
Heimdall, yeah.
Heimdall. Is it Heimdall or Heimdall? Heimdall.
No, I thought it was Heimdall. Well, it doesn't matter. Heimdall,
Yes.
Heimdall.
It's the
We
same
know,
spelling.
we know his name.
Yes.
It is an H-E.
Yeah, H-E. I think they were talking about Jane.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's well.
Oh, he does. They do talk about Jane. That's when Heimdall said he can see her for that moment. Remember?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
'Cause-
Well, they go in. Oh, of course, this is kind of weird, because he has Heimdall. He's been spying on his girlfriend the whole time. I mean, he just watches her.
I'm doing a little favor for you.
I mean, come on. Yeah, I'm doing a little favor. What's she doing? Oh, she's taking a shower.
I don't need
Oh,
all the
Malia, what else
details.
is- Oh,
Just-
come on.
She's
Well,
eating
this
lunch
guy-
right now. She's taking a
Well, I
crap.
mean, it's not really that creepy because let me put it this way: this guy sees everybody.
Yeah, see everything.
So, I mean, if you're doing something dumb in your car, he sees you. He probably laughs about it, gives a little giggle. You see some of the stupid stuff.
Hey.
Well, yeah,
How
you're right.
powerful do you think he is?
He must be very powerful.
That's why he's a gatekeeper, right?
Yeah, he's a gatekeeper, but he's like he knows everything. He hears. He's supposed to. I guess he has like supervision, super hearing, and just sees everything.
And his sword is the weapon, a weapon.
I don't know. I don't know. His sword is the weapon. The sword is what opens the gate.
The Bifrost, yeah.
Yeah, I never see him. We never really see him fight with the sword that he pulls out of the Bifrost.
No.
Remember, he always has a. It's not like he has a secondary sword.
Oh, is that a secondary sword? I thought it was the same
I
one.
think he has a secondary sword because I never really see him. I didn't because remember he destroys a ship, didn't he?
Yes.
But he didn't have a sword. Well, he used something else.
No, he
didn't
use a big sword. It was like a little
He didn't
knife
use
sword.
the sword. Yeah, he didn't use the sword that was in the Bifrost.
Okay.
So, but yeah, he sees everything, and of course he's been watching Jane Foster for
Yeah.
Thor, which
Like Santa, I
Yeah.
guess.
creepy.
And that's
Yeah,
when
Okay,
that's
now
when
it's
Thor
not creepy.
worries.
Santa is not creepy. This could be Santa. I mean, come on. There's elves in this movie, and there's a
Creepy
guy
Santa.
who can see everything you do.
So I guess that's when Thor finds out that Jane's in trouble because he's
Yeah. Well, all of a sudden, yeah, he's like, oh, she's about to do something, and he's like, wait, I can't see her now.
yeah.
Where's she hiding?
So the timeline is it went to that whatever realm that is junk. That's where you throw your trash.
Yeah.
The power.
Apparently, the Asgardians can't see on this. Well, that's why that they didn't know it's not buried.
Because they bury it somewhere like no one can find. So I guess that's it. Okay.
Yeah, so they put it there, and he can't even see it. He's like, I don't know where she went. But
And
again,
I think-
we don't know that stuff doesn't cover her up. The aether doesn't block it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We don't. Yeah, you're right. Maybe the ether blocks it.
But then we go back to Jane.
We go back to Jane at the warehouse, right? That's when Darcy finds her. Or she finds Darcy.
Yeah, she finds Darcy, and the police are there. Why'd you call the police?
Yeah. Like you were gone 5 hours. So like that, I thought that was interesting. It remind me of Interstellar.
Well, the really interesting.
Right?
Well, the really interesting thing is the rain. It starts raining.
Yes, it starts
You can see the
raining. It's just
circle.
in a
It's
bubble.
raining on everything but her and
But
Darcy.
her, because the ether protects itself.
Yes. Because remember, she's talking to Darcy and it's not raining on her. And then
Yeah, they found that
turn
strange too.
Yeah, they turn and see Thor, and she walks away as Darcy gets wet.
Yes.
But you can see the pattern, even in the movie. You can see that little circle.
Yes.
And you can see it just move around
So
her.
it was raining because Thor was there, right?
No,
Oh, okay.
it was just raining.
It was just
It's
raining.
England.
Okay.
It's England, dude. It rains all the time.
Yeah, I guess it's England.
Well, because Darcy does ask Thor if that was him.
Oh yeah, that's why I was wondering. Like I thought he turned off the ring when she asked him to do that.
Yeah, I don't think it.
Or maybe he could turn it off. I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
a
don't
god
think
of thunder, so I don't know how the
I don't
weather
think the
works.
rain
with
was
that.
him. I mean,
So-
come on. He went and saw the Avengers. He didn't get rained.
Yep.
I
Oh
mean,
yeah. Maybe
I mean,
also
he-
raining.
I mean,
If
he
it was already
can.
raining, right, he could turn it
He
off.
can make it. I mean, he's not Storm. I mean, he's Thor, okay?
I don't know what comes with the thunder. Okay.
Yeah, tornadoes sometimes.
So I think Like was it at that part where the cop grabs Jane, right? And then
Yeah,
they
well, that's what I
exploded or
understand.
they bounce apart. Something happened between the two of
Well,
them.
there was just like a little shockwave that knocked the cops over and busted all the windows in all the cars
Yeah,
out. Which I didn't understand because here's the thing: they already know who she is. They know how important it is, and the cops like, "Oh, you're gonna come with me," and grabs her. I'm like,
yeah.
dude, get
Who
your hands
does
to
that,
yourself.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, who does that? What kind of cop are you?
And Thor is right there.
Yeah, and then you get this other cop. Yeah, Thor's standing.
Yeah,
Everybody knows who Thor is.
yeah,
Okay, everybody on Earth knows who Thor is now. They
yeah.
saw it on the news. He fought the alien host, but they're still going to arrest Jane Foster in front of him. And of course, you got that cop after they get knocked down. He pulls that little wand out, that little BU stick. He's like going to come up to Thor. She's dangerous, and Thor's like, I'm dangerous.
Yeah, yes, I'm
I
dangerous.
mean, like, what are you gonna do? You already know Thor is a human. You got this little stupid stick, and of course they call in an arms response team. Like, so they're gonna shoot them now?
Yeah, yeah. I don't
I mean,
understand that. It's
I
just
mean,
human
dude,
reaction.
just call Shield, have Coulson show up, work it out,
Yeah.
everything's good.
Well, it's just like I feel like it's a quick throwaway scene. Like I feel like that should have been deleted, and then that's when Thor takes her back to Asgard.
Yeah,
Yep.
they go through that wild roller coaster ride.
So how did Thor get on Earth when he said before he couldn't go back?
Well,
How does
no,
that
they
happen?
they rebuilt they built the Bifrost Bridge. Remember,
Oh,
it was
okay.
destroyed. And in the last, remember the first Thor, he destroyed it.
Yeah.
Then apparently they rebuilt the bridge so he can go see the Avengers and everybody.
Oh, to the other realms and stuff. Okay.
Yeah, he can go all the rims. They just got the bridge built.
Oh, okay.
So when he's telling Jane Foster his excuse, she's like, "Why are you been?" Oh, the Bifrost was broken. I couldn't see you. And then when we got it fixed, we had to do that. Of course, she slaps him, which is awesome. She is a hitter. She knocked the crap out of him. And then what she say? "Oh, I just want to make sure you're real."
Yes.
Then she slaps him
She
again.
stands there again. Oh, so-
Like, where are you? And he tells her the whole excuse. And then she's like, I saw you in New York. And he goes like, I'm trying to fix things. She's like,
Yeah.
okay, that's probably the better excuses I've heard.
Yeah. Yeah. She did say that. I was trying to say
I
that.
like it when she arrives on Asgard, Himdall. She sees Himdall. She says hi.
Yeah.
And he already knows her name. He smiles at her. She's like, I've been watching. He doesn't say it, but it's pretty much like, hey, all I can do is smile at you now.
Yeah. And that was a little scene with the Dark Elves talking about making the Asgardians suffer, blah blah blah. That kind of little throwaway.
Yeah,
Hey,
you get
this is
that
our
weird
plan.
thing. Yeah, yeah. You get that weird thing where that one dude gets that little, what is it? Like a burning chunk.
Yeah.
He puts a hole in him because we saw these warriors in the beginning.
Yes.
Those really big guys
With that armor, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the Asgardians almost can't beat them either.
No.
But he gives them the deal, and they give him a special little helmet, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Hey, go."
So wasn't he trying to kill him, and then he gave him that special armor? Or
No, they weren't going to kill him. They give him that little rock, and then he'll put it in himself later on. It's kind of like when you find that fat dude in Batman with a bomb inside of him.
yeah.
It just doesn't blow you
Oh.
up. It kind of changes his molecular structure.
So it's like their version of the super soldier serum.
I, that's what it is.
Okay.
It
That's
is
what I
elf.
got too. Like.
I mean, come on. I mean, it's like those elves you see in Lord of the Rings. No, wait, no, never mind. They didn't have that stuff. Poor guys.
You better watch it. so he turned into a super elf, I guess.
Yeah,
Darker elf
because they give him
in a
the
way.
helmet. They give him the helmet so he'll
Yeah, he gave him
blend
the helmet,
in
yeah.
with everybody else, and
He's
then at the right
upgraded.
time, he's going to turn into the super elf.
Yeah, he turned into a super elf. The upgraded elf.
Yeah.
I'm
And that's the
I'm
one
pretty sure
that-
people who are listening to this are super hardcore Thor fans, right? They probably hating us right now. Like, what the hell? Shut the
Yes,
heck
they
out,
do.
super elf.
Oh, bull, man, come on. Ain't nobody there's like there really is some really that hardcore Thor fans that know about this stuff.
There could be. That's why it's
No.
like such a. That's like.
No,
Don't deny it, man. You don't know.
this is new stuff. Come on. If I know Iron Man, I'm an Iron Man fan, so I know everything.
Okay, so we're back to Asgard. I think are they scientists or doctors checking out?
No, they're well, I guess on Earth, it already even explains it in a way because you got to think on their planet they're healers, okay?
Oh, okay.
They're probably a coven of witches type things too.
Yeah. Magic
They're,
and science
they're,
is the same thing.
they're scientists, but yeah, you got to think everything. Okay, weapons like guns on Asgard are swords that shoot electricity out of them. And that's the thing, because you remember Jane Foster's on the table and they're seeing what's wrong with her.
Yep.
And she points at something. She asks him, I forgot what she said. Is it a quantum something?
Oh, it's super high science stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Of course, what's the lady looks at him? No, it's a soul forge or something like this. Gives it like one of those medieval names.
yes.
And she asked her, so what does it do this? And
Does
the
it do
lady's
this?
like,
Does it do that? Yeah. It's a
yeah.
quantum whatever.
And then, yeah, she looks at Thor and goes, it's a quantum something. So.
Yep.
See, that's
He was
the thing.
smiling
Other
a little
people
bit,
in their world, yeah, because you remember even Odin, when he comes in there, he's all mad.
Yeah.
But he's just mad that he brought her with him. He doesn't even know what's going on.
No, he doesn't.
He just doesn't want his son with her.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want his son marrying a human. I don't really know why. Maybe to save him the pain of her dying,
Oh, yeah, I see that. No, I get that, yeah.
Because hopefully it's not the arrogance of an Asgardian thinking they're above humans.
I don't think it's that.
Well, because you got to remember that they did rule over humans at one time.
Yeah.
So, but he's mad. And of course, well, he's really rude because remember he tells his son that she has no purpose here, even, no more than a goat at a dinner table.
Oh yeah, and she's like, he just called me a goat.
Yeah, he called her a barn animal. That's what he called her. And he told, I like it when he tells her, he goes, well, she's sick. He goes, well, you should have took her to those people on Earth called doctors.
Yeah, to doctors, yes. He's just an a-hole.
Then that's when they grab, he's a jerk until they grab her.
And then they bounce off, and that's when Odin takes notice. Like, what the heck is going on?
Like, hey, humans aren't supposed to do this.
Yep.
And then you see that stuff in her arm going.
Yeah, then he's interested. Like, I think he knew immediately what it was too.
Yes, he immediately knew what it was because there's also another cutscene where it shows Jane Foster's looking at their computer and she picks up their technology really quick.
Yeah.
But she also pointed out to Thor that he's not telling. Odin either didn't tell him everything or he doesn't know what
or he just knows what he was told too.
Yeah,
because he goes back to the book, right? Like when he.
Possible. Yeah, it is possible because you got to remember they go in their library thing.
Yeah.
Where you see the giant tree of life.
Yes.
Which we've all seen throughout the deal. I think it's the same tree you see in that what was that other movie? The one with all the little blue aliens that live on the tree.
Oh, I don't know. What is that?
The other movie with the little blue aliens. Avatar.
Avatar. Yes.
The tree of Avatar.
Yeah. Avatar. Yes. Oh, I forgot about that movie.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you're talking about Marvel movies, you should. But,
that's still the number one grossing movie of all time.
I know. That's why we're probably not supposed to talk about it.
James Cameron owns 3 of the top 5 movies.
I know.
Of the whole world.
I know. He's probably thinking, Avengers, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah, I think, you know the story, right? I think when Endgame broke, when he took one of James Cameron's movie off, he wrote a congratulations letter to the Russo brothers.
Oh, yeah. Well, they wrote him one back when his movie took back over. They probably sent him some line, too. Oh, well. There's going to be more of both movies.
Yep.
I'm only looking forward to more Marvel movies. So.
Yeah. So Odin tells them the story about the Dark Elves, the Ether, right?
Yeah, they show them that awesome pop-up book.
Yeah. It's awesome pop-up book, yes.
Which high-tech magic. I actually like that. I like that in a way because it reminded me of the Man of Steel. Remember when they're telling the story of the Man of Steel, how everything's shaped and it's got all the little metal things popping up?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. It's almost like it's kind of like that.
Oh yeah, it did look like a cool pop-up book. Yeah, I do remember the Man of Steel.
Eventually we'll get something like that, and I will be in the kids' book section all day long.
This is so stupid. What's this 60-year-old dude here? He's reading children's books.
Yeah, but they're electronic pop-up books.
It's so cool. I don't think we should call them children's books anymore.
Exactly. We should move this in other sections of the library.
Oh, like let's just
bigger
put them in everything.
Yeah, one with bigger chairs for me to sit in. These little chairs.
Hey, you know what? We laugh at it about it now. Maybe that's how they do books in the future. You know, like how do you get these people entertained inside of turning pages and using their imagination?
You still have to turn. I noticed you still have to turn the pages in their book, but hey, every page turning was awesome.
Yeah, it was. It tells
a
story.
The words stay still. All the books I got, the pictures and words stay still.
And you know what? I want to bring back to, your point of, like they just found a room and throw that ether there, right? That's basically what it was when Jane asked, like, hey, is there anything in that book that say how to get it out? And Odin didn't know either because it just was written down.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty good point. That's a good point right there. Because he's like he knows everything.
Yeah. It just
authentic.
because it's what's passed down by generation through literature.
Though that a human pointed out to him, you can't fix this, can you?
No, he can't. It's just a thing where like, hey, it feels like what you said before. Like, hey, we don't know what it is. We don't know what it is. So just throw it away.
Yeah, we just threw it away.
So that's basically what happens here. You know, it's just
really
carelessness.
that's the thing, though. They're supposed to be these really advanced people over everybody. They look over all 9 rims, but they don't know them about the ether.
I think it's because maybe they figure it's too dangerous to look into it.
Yeah, I also think it's their arrogance.
Oh, that's a good point. Arrogance.
I mean, you know, Thor got in trouble for his arrogance, but I think the Asgardian people are kind of arrogant.
Yeah, back then, I guess when King bore, it's probably that.
It probably was because you got to think, and we're going to see it later. Okay, let's say we go on later on to the movie. What's the next scene?
The next scene. The Dark. Actually, during that part, the Dark Elves got into Asgard, right?
No, we got to see the scene. We're missing the scene with Loki talking to his mom.
Oh yeah, no, that's the next scene. I put Loki talks to Frigga.
Yeah, but because that's an important scene because that shows where the Bifrost opens. And here comes the warriors with more prisoners.
Yeah, more prisoners, yes.
And one of the prisoners
is that super elf.
Yeah, it's the
super elf.
We're going to go with Berserker Elf right now.
Oh, Berserker Elf because Heimdall looks at him. He gives him an eye.
Yeah, he looks at him, but I don't think he's just probably thinking, I didn't see how you arrived.
Yes.
There, you know, because those guys get out of cloaked ships.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know if the Romulans know that they sell their technology.
Romulans.
Hey, they're breaking a treaty, okay?
You're hitting a whole other universe into the Marvel.
Hey, we don't know this, okay?
We don't, because Star Trek is Paramount, right? Viacom.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's Paramount. But hey, it's also in the future from this, okay?
Okay.
A few hundred years from now.
Romulans are strung around in Asgard.
200 years from now, Captain Kirk's gonna be digging up Captain America.
This is it's an awesome Marvel what if.
This is the one giant universe, okay? Because you gotta think, billions of years, you know, right after they got the trolls got out of the darkness, I keep calling them trolls, the elves got out of the darkness, Star Wars was formed.
Oh.
In the galaxy a long time ago.
You have quite an imagination. That's awesome.
Hey, I don't really have a right imagination. I'm just hooking everything together.
I put everything together. Let's put everything under one roof.
Hey, it's like when I used to play with G.I. Joe. Okay? When I ran out of G.I. Joes to kill, Star Wars figures worked, and so did Star Trek.
Yes, just like every little boy's dream. Hey, I guess
Sam
we're on the same side now.
Uncle Sam doesn't care what universe you come from. He's going to enlist you to fight against Cobra. I mean, even He-Man had a fight.
Yeah.
And the G.I. Joes, when they ran out of tanks, Ghostbuster car worked just fine.
Yes. Okay, so hey, this is the scene I was gonna talk back about. What you said about Frigga, like the deleted scene you were talking about.
Yeah.
So I like, you know, Loki was talking to Frigga. You know, they had the argument, same thing about the birthright or whatever to be king, and so when like your father.
I also want to point out. Remember when Loki was in chains, he was told that he can't even see Frigga no more.
Yeah,
remember?
Yeah, but you know, obviously, Frigga is not really in the prison cell, so it's not technically, you know,
technically there. But you know, she's there.
Yeah,
and nobody knows
she's just there. Well, because it's illusion. So I guess only Loki can see her, right? The whole
scene is supposed to make you go, "Why is she there if she wasn't supposed to be there?"
Yeah, it just tells you that she could be anywhere because she taught Loki that trick too.
Well, it basically tells you that she can get away with what she wants. I mean, she's Odin's wife. What's Odin gonna say?
Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna say? You're like, okay, bye. I don't want to die today, so.
Yeah, I mean, Odin might be tough and stuff, but if Frigga tells him what to do, he does it.
Yeah, he does it. That's the only reason why Loki is alive. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah. So
exactly.
I like that. You know, when you know Loki against the 9 Odin is his father, right? When Frigga asked him, like, "Am I not your mother?" He hesitated.
Yeah, and he tells her.
He calms down first. Then he said, "No."
No, you're not my mom.
Yeah, he hesitated.
Even though, you know, he still thinks she is.
He thinks she, yeah, because, you know, he was so upset, right? And then when she asked that, he calms down, he hesitated, and he's like, "No." Because he didn't want to tell her yes, you know?
Yeah. And then this is where, because she fades away, okay? She fades away.
Yep.
Actually, this is where the cutscene was cut out, because she fades away because actually Thor comes in the room to talk to her.
Yeah, she introduced her to Jane.
And that's when he asks, "Why do you mess with her so much?"
Yes.
But they cut that scene out.
Oh, okay.
So now we're just back to Loki in the prison. He goes, "I keep seeing Thor's bringing me more friends."
Yeah, all friends. All those prisoners.
Yeah, all those prisoners they bring in.
Yes. And well, that's the whole thing, right? They bring those. Well, that super. You would say
The
Bizarro,
Berserker elf.
Berserker, the Berserker elf.
The Berserker elf.
I think he starts some kind of fight inside his jail cell, right?
Well, he didn't start a fight at all.
No, he didn't start a fight.
You know, he opens his armor up, and there's a hole that they poked in him,
Yeah.
and he gets that burning little rock thing. He sticks it in him, and then he starts catching on fire and stuff. And all those guys in the cell, they want out now. It's like that scene, like I told you in Batman, with that dude in the bomb.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, the Berserker elf now turns into Super Elf.
Berserker now he's Super Elf.
He explodes and he kills everybody in his cell with him.
Yes, and he punched that magnetic glass field, force field thing.
Well, he takes that one guy and pushes that guy through that shield. Remember, he busts that guy through the shield.
That's pretty messed up.
Was this going on? This is going on at the same time. When's that spaceship fly through the cloaked ship?
I think it's towards the end while they're working on their master plan, whatever they're doing here. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, anyways, that guy's killing all those people.
Because Malachi is on that ship coming. Yeah.
Yeah, he's coming. He's on the major ship.
Yeah.
Which we don't see. Remember, because Heimdall's standing there and he sees something go by.
Yeah, he sees something go by. Yep.
So he runs down the bridge and jumps on it. And he exposes that ship.
Yeah, with that little knife, right? Like a dagger. Yeah. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, come on, it's Heimdall, okay?
He like knives.
Punch it. He probably could have punched the ship.
Yeah.
But anyhow, he blows up the ship, and then they know they're under attack.
Yeah, and then before the ship, like that super elf was letting everybody else out, and then he walked past Loki, right? Then he looks at him. They share like eye contact.
But he decides he doesn't want to let Loki out.
No, he doesn't want to let Loki out, and then Loki, I think in a way, Loki's the one that caused the death of Figure, right? Because he told him, like, take the stairs to the left.
Yeah, I guess he could say that.
Yeah, because I think he knew that Super Elf guy was going after Odin or somebody.
Yeah, he just knew that this is trouble. I'm just going to say trouble.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be an ass and tell him what you know. So, of course, they go up there, and what is it? That's when we see...
no, that's when it broke out, and then that's part where Thor tells Jane to be with Figure, or Figure took Jane with her.
Yeah, Figure takes Jane with her, and she tells her, I want you to do everything I tell you to do.
Yeah, no questions.
And they go away. And of course, then the elves start flying through the city, and they're blowing up all kinds of stuff. They got all this
Asgard get infiltrated. Yeah.
Yeah, which is kind of weird because you see the elves land and they're starting to fight where they bust through that room with the spaceship, hit the ground, and then everybody surrounds the ship and the doors open up and they all run out and they start killing the Asgardians.
Yeah, and then some of them got to the trophy room, right, or the throne room.
Well, they were in the throne room.
Oh, they're in the throne room. Yeah, they blew up that seat.
That's where we see those grenades where they throw, and they open a singular device. It's kind of like black holes in a way. It sucks.
Yeah, it sucks everything. Yep, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, those are awesome. And of course, they throw one up there and destroy the throne.
They throw the throne, yeah.
But here's the thing: I was wondering. I was like, man, the Asgardians got weak between the Boar's time and Odin's time.
Yes, I know. Like these were really powerful enemy.
Yeah, those elves are killing everybody.
Yeah.
And so they're fighting Thor. Thor's fighting, and all the little warriors are fighting. And of course, the main elf, was it
Malachi?
Malachi. He makes his way, busts into Figure's room.
Yep.
Man, I like this scene. You know why? Because she can fight.
Yes, you could. But before we that, like, wasn't Thor in the did he fight? Was it before or after he was in the prison area fighting them?
Yeah, he was in the prison area fighting them for a little bit, but
for a little bit, right? Because he told them like everything, you won't be hurt if everybody go back to their jail cells.
Oh yeah.
He had that little scene.
And nobody did.
And wasn't that super elf there?
No.
He was all on the stairs on the left.
Yeah, they would have gone. And of course, and then Thor makes it up to the throne room to fight him too.
Oh, okay, good. So yeah.
No, he doesn't make it to the throne room because Odin walks in the throne room and maybe he pries them all with his spear.
Yeah, Figure. So yeah, that was an awesome part where Figure fights Malachi.
Yeah, because you see Jane Foster run to the corner.
Yep.
Yeah, and he's just tells basically he's like he's just going to take it from Figure. Figure takes that sword out, cuts him in the face. and then she's doing all the moves. I was like, man, didn't want to mess with her.
She's a different kind of witch.
Yeah, she could fight.
Yeah,
So.
she can fight. That was a big scene right there too.
Yeah,
Fighting
well, and it's also
the Dark
it's
Elf.
also kind of a horrible scene because, boom, she gets stabbed. Well,
She's
she gets
stabbed,
captured. And then we see that Jane's not really there.
Yep,
She's just
that's the illusion trick. Yeah, the
she's
spell.
an illusion trick. And then of course they stab her.
The famous.
And Thor
trick.
runs into the room. Yeah, Thor runs in the room and with his hammer fries the
Yeah,
side
fries him in the face.
Yeah, fries half his face off. And almost kills. Well, and of course they jump off the balcony. Him and his super elf jump off the balcony.
Yeah, they just bounced. They just left on the spaceship. They just leave.
Jump on their spaceship and it cloaks before you can hit it with the hammer.
Did you think they came over there to find the ether, or did they just wanna embarrass the Asgardians?
No, they wanted ether.
Because they went there for Jane. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, they went there for Jane, but I mean, I wouldn't say they would. I mean, I just don't see him going, "Hey, I want to embarrass the Asgardians." He's like this is my goal. I'm gonna stick with it. I don't.
Yep.
I'm not gonna go do a whole bunch of other stuff. I just want this stuff.
I'm here for the ether, and then that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. If I can kill a few Asgardians, good.
Good. Yeah. Yeah.
But mainly, I just want the ether. That's my goal.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm not gonna have two goals because he's not gonna lose sight of what his real goal.
Yeah, his real goal is to.
Because I mean, ultimately, if he fulfills his original goal, he'll wipe everybody out anyway. So what?
Oh yeah, yeah. It doesn't matter. Yeah, he's kind of like Thanos. Oh yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, but this guy, well, Thanos had a plan of just wiping out half his life. This guy wants to wipe out
everyone.
And the problem is the only person fighting him is Thor. I'm like, this is more like an Avengers event. You should call your friends, dude. Because this guy's trying to destroy the universe.
Yeah, the universe. Oh, good. Okay, so
the Frigga's dead now.
So Frigga's dead now, and they have the funeral for her.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Yeah, and you could tell that Loki is upset. That scene.
Yeah, because you see the scene where the guy comes up and just you don't hear what he says.
Yeah.
And then he just kind of knocks everything down.
Yeah, he just knocks everything down. He's
tearing everything up in his room.
He's in depression.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is cool because we'll go back to the scene, but we see the funeral, which is kind of like a Viking funeral.
Yeah.
They put her in a longboat. She goes off the deal. They
and then they shoot the fire and arrow. Yeah. That was really cool.
Everybody does their stuff. It's real cool. It's more for aesthetics than anything.
So since Frigga is a witch, she's not immortal, right? She's not a god.
Well, none of them are gods because remember they call themselves God, and remember what Odin says: "We are not gods."
Yeah, we're not gods. He tells Loki that. Yeah.
But just people see them as gods.
Yes.
I mean, humans saw them as gods
because they live a long. Yeah, they live a longer lifespan.
They came. Well, no. Yeah. Well, they wouldn't know about the lifespan. I mean, let's just put it this way: you got a little tiny wooden hammer, and you're trying to build a wooden ship, and everything's made out of wood, and your clothes, and you get diseases and die, and all of a sudden these magic people show up on your planet. And they can destroy anything. They're gonna be gods.
Yeah, they're gods. Yes, okay, that makes sense. Okay.
I mean, they have advanced technology, but because we think they're magic, still, yes. Even Frigga probably her magic is some form of tech too, in a way.
Yeah, but yeah, Thor said that in the first movie, magic and science is the same thing. It's one and the same.
We don't know but we know that magic exists, some form of magic. Because I mean, there's even an argument in Ages of Shield about magic. In tech, but the problem is it apparently exists still because Iron Man's tech, but Doctor Strange is magic. Is magic, and maybe some of his magic is a form of alien technology that they got a hold of.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like you said, but on Asgard, nobody cares.
Nobody
got everything.
It's just that's life, So okay, so the next scene is now we're at the. It's not a mental institute, right? It's some kind of old folks home or whatever.
No, it's an institute, dude.
Oh, okay, it's institute. So that's the part where Selvig is teaching about the 9 realms.
Well, that's the thing. Well, the thing is, it's got Darcy still trying to call Selvig, and she can't find. She
can't find him.
She can't find anybody. She don't know what to do. And of course, the Ian. He's watching TV. He sees it. He goes.
Is it this part?
Is it the part?
I don't think so.
They don't know that. They don't know. Oh wait, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
There is the institute, and he's explaining how the movie's working.
Yeah, the movie's working. Yeah, that's the part. I forgot about that.
The thing is, so he looks crazy. So if you're not paying attention, he's actually telling how the movie's working.
Yeah, he is not crazy. Yeah.
He is not crazy, even though he's holding 2 shoes.
Yes.
And Stan Lee's sitting there watching him.
No, because he asked the whole crowd like, "Are there any questions?" He's like, "Can I have my shoe back?"
Yeah. Well, it seems like it's crazy because he's in another institution. Plus, he's holding pencils.
Yeah, holding
Telling him to
pencils.
score. And he has the tree of life drawn up there on the back blackboard. Holding
Yes.
the 9
So I like that this is a very serious moment because he's talking about how the movie is working, right? But then at the same time they throw that Stanley cameo in there to kind of throw you off a little bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, even if you look at him, did you see him? He's wearing like some ugly sweater. I mean, he looks like a nut job.
That
I
was the
mean,
whole point.
that's the thing. It's like hard to take this guy. The guy is serious, but nobody can take him serious because even the scene shot where it makes you think this guy's just spout
It's
off
nuts,
crazy.
yeah. It's nuts. So
And then we go back to Asgard, right?
no, they go back to the scene where Malakath is getting healed because he got burned in the face.
Oh yeah, I forgot his
And
face burned off.
And then they ask him something, right? He's like, "No, they want to reclaim the ether." That was the whole thing. Like they have a little scene. They just like a one. It's not even a minute.
This later on because first we gotta go back to because they got to take her off the planet. Remember?
Yes.
Because they want to go and attack the Asgard now, and he says no because it's not on the planet anymore.
No,
They
yeah,
can't.
you're right. They went back to Asgard and they have those
Well,
guards asking
yeah,
Jane that you need to come with us now.
Yeah, they lock Jane up because she's a weapon,
Yes, she's a weapon.
and then Thor gets all mad.
And yeah, Dog went to talk to Odin.
Yeah, he wanted to talk to Odin. Odin's like, well, this is where the scene is. Thor's like, hey, we'll take her off this planet, and I'll save all the Asgardian people, and this will be my own deal. Thor, and of course, Odin's like, if he gets a weapon, then you can't beat him.
Yeah.
We have a better chance of doing it on the planet. This is where the disagreement is.
Yes.
And of course, Thor's like, you're gonna let all these people die, and he's like, I will kill everybody on my planet to do this, pretty much.
Yeah.
They have a bigger disagreement. I mean, one wants to kill a bunch of Asgardians and fight on the planet. Other one just wants to do a little bitty work and get off the planet. Luckily, Thor's plan worked out because if it didn't, everything would be black.
Yeah, everything would be black. Yes,
Yeah.
Of course, right? That's the struggle there.
And that would have been the end of all the Marvel movies. Right?
Yeah, it stops right here. It ties with Thor.
We'd have to get some other comic book characters to pop up to fix it.
To fix that, yeah, with another Infinity Stone.
Yeah, it'd probably be like all of a sudden Thanos and a bunch of other space superheroes become heroes.
So before we get to the next scene, right? The next scene is actually when Dorothy's complaining that no one's calling her back. So, which stone is the most powerful if the Ether is able to turn everything to darkness?
But I think it has a lot to do with how you use it.
Okay.
I don't know what stone was the Ether Stone. It's red.
It's red, yeah.
What stone is that?
I don't know.
I don't know the name of all the stones. All I know is there's a Soul Stone, Time Stone.
Power Stone, right? The purple one.
Yeah, I don't remember all the stones. I mean, the green stone's the Time Stone.
Yeah, the green is Time. Yeah,
I can't remember all of them. The yellowish amberish one was Vision Stones, which is what was that?
Yeah. So yeah. Is it yellow or orange?
I can't remember. I think it was yellowish. I think it was just amber colored.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Yeah, we need to know. Let's. What is the red stone? I don't think any stone's more powerful than the other. I think it just depends on how you use it, right?
I guess. I mean, like what are the?
All we know is you flick your finger with the Time Stone, you go back and do something. You go back in time.
Okay,
or see back in time.
Reality Stone is red. Space Stone is blue. So I guess that's the Tesseract. I'm just looking at some Time Stone.
Which one would you say was blue?
Space. So I guess that's the Tesseract.
I would say the Space Stone is the Tesseract.
Yeah. The Reality Stone is red.
Yeah. So just fix.
That's the Ether.
It has something to do with reality.
Yeah. Power Stone is purple.
Okay. Where do we see the Power Stone?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
And then they say the Time Stone is green.
Which stone did they get from the Red Skull?
It's the Soul Stone. It's the orange one. So there's space, mind, reality, power, time, and soul.
Okay, what was the mind? Oh, so the Mind Stone is the one that's vision.
Yeah, it's vision.
Okay. It's yellow?
Yeah, it's yellow.
Okay. All right. That's what we're held up on.
Okay, cool.
Okay, okay, so we've seen 3 stones so far,
Yep.
and the reality stone is what's inside the ether, which I guess it just it just must change reality.
Oh, so
So
I
maybe it
guess it
doesn't
makes.
really just. So in a way, it might not really destroy the universe. It just may alter what you perceive
Yeah,
the
it's just
world to be.
darkness. Yeah. Okay, it makes sense. Okay, I'm on the train now.
Which to me is what is kind of what Scarlet Witch would do. She alternates, changes
Yes.
reality. Well,
Yes, it
actually,
does. In your mind. That's a witch
she does
trick.
change realities. Yeah, she does change reality and all that.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
that's why
yes, it
she's.
does. Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. But that's later for the
Well, that's what I think. Well, I just want to say because the red,
Yes, red. Yep.
all the
Oh
red,
shoot, that's right.
the thing's red.
Yeah, that's the color theme. Okay. All
Yeah.
right, so let's get back to the scene where we go back to Darcy's complaining to the internet, no one's calling her back, and that's when Ian points out on the TV that
Yeah.
Selvig is on,
Yeah.
is
Where's that
naked.
velvet? He's naked. So that's where they show up. They show up to go get him.
Yeah, and then when they show up to go get him, and then back in where's Thor
I
from
like
again?
it. Well, he asked him, "How did you find me?" And then because Ian turns
Well,
around
we're
and
not
goes,
there yet.
"Oh,
Yeah, we're not there yet because like they just show Selvig the report, right? The next scene is Heimdall saying that the Bifrost is closed, from orders of Odin.
oh, okay, yeah."
Yeah,
Because Alden
the
doesn't want
Bifrost
anybody
is
leaving.
closed.
And that's when they hatched their Ocean 11 plan. Yeah.
Yes, I'm so glad you called it that. I thought of the same thing. like Thor is George Clooney, and
Yeah, but
Heimdall
not,
is
but
he's not
not
really Brad Pitt in the
not
movie,
so
but
monotone now.
yeah, not as monotone. Yes.
And
So like,
so, who's Matt Dave? Which character's Matt Dave?
that's not enough for 11. It's like it's like Thor's 7 or something.
Just Thor's 4.
No, that's Thor's 7. Like he has like 4 or 5 friends, right?
Well, you
4.
got him though. You got
What?
that big guy.
Big
You
guy.
got that Lady Sif. You got
He's
the guy with the neat sword. That's 4 people.
That's 4 people. Okay. And
Yeah,
then that's
I think
Loki. That's 5. So Thor's 6.
well, I don't know if
Oh,
you want to
Jane
count
is part of
Loki.
it, so it's Thor's 7.
Okay, all right. So
Oh,
we
just
got the
guessing. I got the 7 right.
you got a
So
whole
7
team
of them.
there. You got a whole team. I know you're gonna just start adding people just to get the team.
Yeah, that's right. 7 of them.
Okay. You're
So Heimdall
wrong.
talks to Thor in the bar, and then this way unleash the plan while they're doing it.
Yeah, they're in the bar, and Chris Hemsworth standing in the back.
Yep.
You got everybody sitting around the table. How are
Yep.
we gonna do it? And this is then they tell. Then it goes. They're doing the plan at the same time they're talking.
And they're talking about it. Yep. I like that. I like scenes like that. It's
Yeah,
like exactly Ocean's 11.
so it's actually Ocean's 11.
And then of course the last broken piece of the plan is they need Loki.
Yeah, they gotta get Loki.
They gotta get Loki
They wanna
because he's
test
the one
Loki.
that knows a secret passageway.
Yeah, and it's how he got the winner people on the planet last time.
Yes, the what's it called? Jotunheim.
Yeah,
Jotunheim? Yeah.
Yeah, it's Jotunheim.
Yep.
What were they called? Frost giants.
Frost giants. Yes, that's
They
how
weren't those
Loki was
giants.
able to get them.
Crawled through that little hole to get him.
They never question how he knows. He just know like, hey, this is his secret passageway. I'm not gonna question it because we need it right now, and I don't have time
come
for
on.
explanation.
But I mean, Loki was one of those kids that had to go off on his own a lot because.
Yes, yeah, that's how he finds out. Yep. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm okay with that too. So
Okay
they
with
talk
that.
about that.
That's true. So I mean, basically they break everybody out.
Yep, they got Loki. No, well
I
before
don't think-
but before they even get Loki out, he go talks to Loki, right? And then he had that illusion that
Oh, yeah.
everything looks fine.
Yeah, you're right because he goes
Yeah.
to Loki still, and remember Loki goes up to him like he's tough. All the furniture
Yep.
in his feels perfect, and then
Thor knows that like, hey, no more tricks, right? Then he's like, hey, forget it. He's
yeah.
like, he doesn't even comb his hair. He doesn't
Exactly.
even have shoes on.
Yeah,
Everything
he's
is
like-
knocked over. Like he
he
could tell
broke
that he's
everything.
upset that his mother is dead.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And he offers him a chance for revenge.
For revenge or vengeance.
He goes, I can't trust you, but he goes, I give you one thing, give you vengeance.
Yep.
And that's what Loki wants.
I like that. I like that how every time they always work together.
Yeah, they just work together.
Yeah,
I mean,
they always work together.
ultimately, Loki's the villain in most of the Thor comic books, but he doesn't really have to be because ultimately Thor's the god of thunder, and Loki was just the god of mischief.
Yeah, it's like Batman and Joker.
Yeah, well, no, because the Joker's is beyond that.
Oh,
The
okay.
Joker,
Not
Joker
as
should-
extreme then.
I mean, the Joker's not supposed to be good at all. There's not a shred of goodness in this guy. He does. He loves the only reason he loves Batman is for the purpose of making him angry or destroying stuff. I mean, that's all he likes.
So Loki like tricking Thor at all times.
I can see Loki kills a lot of people, but Loki is not. This is not like the Joker at all.
No, he's not. He's not crazy or
kind
lunatic, psychotic.
He's not a lunatic or anything.
He's smart. He's selfish.
Yeah, he's just kind of selfish, and he just really to him, humans are nothing more than a bunch of little animals.
Yeah.
A bunch of little rats.
Yeah, because he's from a different world, you know.
Yeah, it's from a different world. He can do anything he wants.
Yep. So we like that. They had that conversation that Loki does want vengeance for his mother.
Yeah, he wants vengeance. So they're going to break him out, and they break Jane out. Of course, on the way as they're breaking everybody out, everybody tells Loki. Well, I like it when.
Oh, before you do that, before they even get to Lady Sif, right? I like the part where he turns into Captain America.
Oh yeah, we forgot that part. And
he turned into some kind of guard. No, he turned into one of his friends.
He turned into a guard.
A guard,
yeah. Asgardian guard first. And then he turned Thor to Lady Sif.
Yes, Thor to Lady Sif, yes.
And then he turned into Steve Rogers.
I know, I didn't see that coming.
I forgot that scene was in there.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw it several times because I had it on Blu-ray, and then I didn't just. It's one of the movies I didn't watch as much.
It's so funny. Like I don't know how much he knows about Captain America, right? But he knows, like, man, I just feel so righteous in this.
Yeah, I know. I like it. But here's the funny thing: is he keeps talking about he's making fun of Captain America, but Captain America can lift Thor's hammer.
Yes, I know, but they don't know that at that point.
Well, they don't, but in a way it alludes to it because he's basically. Oh, I'm so goody good now.
Yes, I'm a goody goody.
The neat thing is, I think when they originally filmed this, Loki, the actor who played Loki, was wearing the Captain America uniform.
Oh, really?
Yes, they did, because they show it. It's a cut edited scene.
Oh.
He wore the suit. But I'm actually happy that they went ahead and put, Chris Evans showed up for the scene.
Yes.
I did not know that Chris Evans
showed up for that scene. It's so cool.
Yeah. So basically, he actually shows up in another movie other than his movies.
Yes.
He never has.
No.
Really. Other than Avengers.
Well, I know next week we're watching The Winter Soldier, right? I think from then on, it feels like it's a little bit of Avenger movies starting with The Winter Soldier.
Yeah. Well, it becomes more Avengers.
Yes.
Oriented.
I like that a lot. But we'll talk about that next week, though. So, yeah, then after the Captain America scene, that's when they went to Lady Sif and everybody, like, if you betray him, I will kill you.
Yeah, well, Lady Sif breaks out, what's her name?
Jane.
Yeah, breaks out Jane.
Yeah.
And of course, I like it when Jane meets Loki. She walks up and slaps him really hard.
Just slaps him in the face. Like, she have guts to do that to Thor and Loki.
I mean, she slapped everybody. I thought she was going to slap Odin. I like that.
There wouldn't be a movie after this. She slaps Odin.
That's the funny thing. She slaps Loki, and Loki's like, I love this girl.
Yes, I love this girl. I'm starting to like her already.
Yeah. She slaps from New York.
From New York. No, she doesn't slap him, right? She punches him. I wrote that Jane punches Loki for New York.
Oh, I thought she slapped him pretty good.
Yeah, I think she punched him in the face, but it doesn't matter. She still hit him in some kind of way.
She hit him in his face, all right? Yeah. And then, of course, Lady Sif tells Loki that betray. I mean, it's like a broken record. I'm going to kill him. And then they get to, what's his name?
The big guy's name.
No, what's his name? Yeah, Volstagg.
Yeah.
Yeah, Volstagg. He's going to help.
Yeah.
And of course, he tells Loki the same thing. He's like, I think you're going to have to get in line.
Yeah, he said, like, evidently, that's a line. He said it's so nonchalant. Like, yeah, okay, whatever. I mean, the last 3 people told me the same thing, so sure, whatever.
Yeah, then they get on the broken spaceship.
They got on the Dark Elves spaceship, right? Because there was in the dome room. Yeah.
And then they're trying to escape on it. Of course,
that's a really funny part between Thor and Loki here.
That is
because he's like, Thor is doing everything, right? And Loki's being a backseat driver.
He's also telling him, hey, I like it when he tells him, just why don't you just push the controls? I'm pushing the controls.
Yeah, I'm pushing the controls. Like, maybe you don't push them hard enough.
And they also have a good line when they take off flying. Remember, Loki goes, clearly I'm the better pilot. Why don't you let me fly?
Yes.
And Thor's like, out of the two of us, who can actually fly?
Yes, that was so funny. Just like little kids bickering each other, right? I forgot that they put the chains on him before that part. Remember Loki asking for a weapon? like a
Yeah,
knife,
you
and then
think
he
he's
put
gonna
those
hand him a
chains.
dagger and he gets the handcuffs.
Handcuffs, yeah. So that's why he couldn't fly. And then I love that when Thor said that, like, out of two of us, who have actually flown? It's like
Yeah,
there's like a dumb teenagers here.
yeah. Of course, he's Jackie. He's hitting everything.
I
Runs
like
into
that because I
everything.
think it shows that they're brotherly, bickering
Yeah,
with each other. Yeah,
yeah. They're brothers still.
yeah,
Like, probably like they were before the first movie.
yeah. It's just like they were before the first movie. They had that little thing. Yeah, it's so
Because when
funny.
the
It's
movie
like
started, they started
pushing
hating
the
each
button.
other.
I do like that Thor just pushing buttons. He don't know how
I
to
think I
fly.
wish I would have never made the Thor movie because then we were such good brothers before that.
Yes. So I know I put down like Dark Elves know the Eaters home. Oh
Yeah,
yes,
remember?
because they took Jane to their planet.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We go through all this mess, fighting and stuff. Everybody says it, and then they go through this little hole
Yes.
in the bricks, and that's when they appear on the Dark Elf realm.
Well,
No, yeah,
before this scene, right, I want to point out Loki thought they were just gonna fly on that giant spaceship, but then he didn't know Thor planned to have what is that? The diversion.
yeah, the diversion, and they get on the other little boat.
That little boat to
Which
get
is a
in.
lot of diversions and stuff.
Yeah, and like Loki was surprised that his brother pulled this off because he didn't see this coming from
Oh
him.
yeah,
Because that was his bread and butter.
yeah. He's like,
Because he was yelling at Thor the whole time, like, "Oh my god! Of course you stole a spaceship, right? Then you're hitting everything on the way." Then he pushes him off the thing. It's like, no, he pushed Jane off first.
No,
right?
no, he didn't. He pushed
Loki.
Loki.
He pushed Loki off first. Yeah, I
He
thought it was
pushed
like,
Loki out, and then he picked up Jane and jumped.
yeah, I picked up Jane. Yeah, because I was like, what the heck's going on? Why did he just push Loki? Because I thought he was running his mouth.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what it looked like. Because you're like, why would you push him out? Because he needs him.
Yeah.
But then he's on the boat with
the he's on the boat with the other guy. Yeah, one of the other friends.
Through the whole portal that he's used.
Yes.
And they land out in the Dark Elf.
Yeah, the Dark Elf planet. Yep. And that's
of course, you're right. The Dark Elves are like, hey, let's attack Asgard, and he's like, it's not there anymore.
Yeah, it's not there anymore. It's home. So you're like, he has some kind of alarm, right? Like some kind of radar that like,
yeah, something in there.
My stone is home. Yay! We don't have to travel now.
Yeah, we don't have to go. We just go over to our homeworld. It's all destroyed and wrecked. You know, the world where I kill all my own people. That's where we're going.
This is what we're gonna do. So this is our plan, right? Everybody's still for plan A. Okay, let's do it.
So what did we hit? What did we click over to next?
Then, they were on some kind of are they on some kind of a boat? Like they were going slowly, right? And then Thor and Loki have a talk about betraying and stuff, and then they talk about. Right. And then they were fighting, and then Thor didn't want to hit Loki anymore because he said that my mother probably won't want me to fight you.
Yeah, but I guess mother would expect it.
Yeah, I would expect it. It's not like she's not gonna expect it. Yeah, so they had that another brotherly moment right there.
Yeah, that's where they hatch out their plan.
Yeah, hatch out their plan, and they talk about we're here because mother.
Yeah. Yeah. They're basically
I like that they didn't tell us the plan.
Yeah, well, I like they didn't tell us plan either because that.
I know because it was really surprising and
it was extremely surprising. We're supposed to feel what the Dark Elves feel. Too.
Yeah, so before we get to that, right? That's when we jump back to the intern. Ian pretends to be Selvig's son at the loony bin.
Yeah,
that's the part where they didn't break him out. They signed him out.
Yeah, they signed him out. They let him go because I think they had enough of him. Handed him all that stuff, his big old giant bag of medication.
Yeah, bag of medication.
I like it when Eric goes, "Oh, how did you find me? You were naked on the TV."
Yeah, you're naked on TV, and then Selvig hugs Darcy for a long time. Yeah, it was kind of weird and awkward.
Yeah,
and then I put notes here. I would have done the same when he hugs Darcy for a long time. I type in, I would have done the same. The longer the better. The weirder the better. And that's when they got the equipment too, right? Like the
they got their
satellite
equipment.
Or whatever.
Well, some of their equipment, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think I like it when they're walking out and he has that bag of medications.
Yeah, and he tosses it in
the
trash.
He tells the guy's like says something about it, and he goes, "I had a god in my head." Well, he thinks he's still crazy.
Yeah, he thinks it's crazy.
Because when they walk out, they walk in the parking lot, and then we see the birds go through the portal.
Yes, and then it popped out from under them. Yeah.
And then he looks around it and he throws that bag of medicine in the trash can. He goes, "It's nice to know that I'm not as crazy as the universe."
Yes.
Because now he realizes that his mind's not being played with.
Yes. And that was when his equipment was beeping too. The first time when Ian held it, I thought he was holding some kind of gun. I couldn't tell what it was clearly. Like, oh, it's some kind of like long satellite that you jam in the ground like a tiki torch.
Lightning rod was a cell phone glued on it.
Yeah, something like that. The way that he was holding it looked like a giant gun.
Yeah, nah, I could tell it was a big old
Yeah.
lightning rod posto with a.
Yep. I think it was right after Selvig throw his medication into the trash. We go back to the Dark Elves planet, because Jane's like her pupil, they change color, right?
Of course, here's it. Well, we passed that a long time ago. But yeah, her eyes. You're right. Her eyes keep changing colors. They're different colors on this planet. Because remember, they turned black like the Dark Elves.
Yep.
One time.
And then she called Malakav or something. Malakav.
I don't know if she called. I don't remember her calling him.
Oh, something. I just put like.
But they see Thor and Loki up there on the hill.
Yep, and then they goes to them.
This is when they hatch their plan.
Yes. So Loki stabs Thor.
Yeah.
And then he cuts off his hand. That's when and he kicked him in the face.
He cuts his hand off with a knife.
That was a good plan because
And then Thor's laying there hurt.
And then that's when that super elf tells Malakav, like, yeah, I seen this.
Yeah, when they come up there just around him. Yeah, Loki asks. He tells Malakav that he wants to watch Asgard burn.
Yeah, he just want to see to watch Asgard burn.
Yeah, and of course he doesn't trust Loki until the super elf.
The super elf tells him, like, yeah, he was in a prison cell too.
He's an enemy of theirs too.
Yeah.
And then of course, this is where the plan was, and they grab Jane Foster and they pull out the
ether. Yeah, that Malachi pulls the ether out of Jane and inject it into himself.
Well, he pulls it out in the air and he's about to poison it to himself.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he pulls it out in the air.
And then this is when the plan springs into action.
Yep, and then it's just an illusion.
Yeah, it was a giant ruse. So Thor's hammer, his hand appears, he grabs his hammer and stuff. And I guess the whole point of the plan was to get, because they didn't know how to get the ether.
Yeah, they didn't know how to get the ether out. Yeah.
So they get Malachi to pull it out.
Yes, because Thor trying to break it with the hammer, right?
Like, he tries to destroy it with the hammer.
Yeah.
Of course, he just flies all over the ground like
pieces, like shattered glass.
Yeah, it shattered all to pieces. I mean, it was like.
And then it flowed back around Malachi.
Yeah, well, they think they did something cool, and then Malachi just pulls it all back into him.
And then that's when I guess, sucks it into his body. I don't know how this works. Okay, this is the only stone that is not solid. It's like a gaseous state, right?
Or a powder state.
Or powder state. It's just this mist.
To me, because when they're pulling it out of Jane, it looked like dust and all.
Yeah, it did like dust. Like, what is this thing? Like red dust.
In a way, it's kind of like mercury.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Mercury, mercury, it shatters and all little deals, and then if you touch it, it all goes back together.
It goes back together, and then once you inject it, it's hard to get out. It's hard to get mercury out, just like your body. Yeah.
Oh, it'll kill you.
Oh yeah, it will kill you. There's a lot of Japanese people with mercury poisoning.
Yeah, it will kill you. But it didn't kill the Dark Elf because his face was.
No, because his plan was like to have it inside his body. I don't know. It's weird.
So he pulls it all in him, and he all gets all dark.
Yep.
And that's when we get the big battle scene. We got Thor fighting the super elf.
Yep.
And then Loki fighting all the little elves.
Yeah, Loki fighting the little elves. Didn't he save Jane or something? Jane was about to get sucked into something.
Oh wait, well yeah. Remember he pushed Jane. They threw a grenade. He pushed Jane.
Oh yeah, the grenade, that black hole sucking grenade.
Almost sucked him in, and of course Thor saves him.
Yep. Oh yeah, Thor saved him. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we go into the battle scene.
Yep.
And they fight, and of course Loki kills all those guys. No big deal.
And Loki, no big deal. Yeah.
Then Thor's about to get killed by the super elf.
Yes. Oh, you know what? That super elf, didn't he throw the hammer away?
No.
Oh, he knocks it out.
Yeah, Thor tried to pull it. No, the hammer came back to hit him in the back, and he thought it would go through him, and it doesn't. It bounces off him.
Yeah, it bounces off. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, because he couldn't beat that super elf with that.
No, not with the hammer.
But again, of course, a knife goes through the super elf.
Yeah, because Loki pushed a knife through the super elf.
A sword.
Yeah, a sword.
And then,
right?
Of course, the super elf grabs him and pulls him onto
pulls him to the thing.
Here's something I'm thinking about. Okay. Loki, where do you get the sword? Okay, I mean the hammer wouldn't go through the super elf, right?
But you can't doesn't he make weapons?
Is the sword real?
Okay, so doesn't he make weapons? Remember in in Thor
I mean,
Ragnarok when they both went to Earth, right? And Doctor Strange made him fall in 30 minutes, and then after he stopped that, Loki was pissed, right? He's like, you made me fall for 30 minutes. Then out of nowhere, 2 knives came from his hand. I thought he just made weapons.
maybe he can.
Cause he's
But
a
the thing
he's a
was
wizard.
the
What is
sword.
he? Yeah.
That's what I'm wondering. Is the sword even real, or is it an illusion?
Oh, I thought it was real. I thought what the
I think
illusion was
I
when
think it's an
he
illusion.
pulls Loki.
Here's what I'm gonna say. It's an illusion.
The sword is illusion. Okay.
The sword is an illusion.
So what happened to the super elf?
He didn't. He remember. It didn't. Nothing happened to Super Elf. The Super Elf probably thought he was hurt.
So the super
But
elf
you gotta
when
remember,
the helmet hits him is illusion.
yes, it has to be illusion because if it's not illusion, then Loki would die when he stabbed on that spear, the sword.
Smart. He fakes his own death. Obviously, we knew that.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm thinking the Super Elf is probably thinking, "Huh, see a sword through me, but I don't feel it."
I think the super elf was already taken care of before that part.
Yeah. Well, the problem is why he's got the spear because remember the sword goes through the Super Elf and he grabs Loki and pulls him onto the sword too.
Yeah.
If the sword was real, Loki would have killed himself.
Yeah, you're right. So the whole thing it
So
could be
it's
illusion.
And the thing that probably the Super Elf's like, this guy stabbed me and I'm still alive. But the thing is, Loki pulls the hand grenade pin, or it sets off one of his hand grenades, and it's the grenade that kills the Super Elf.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I got it now. Yes, I'm
Yeah,
picking
see,
it
the
up.
Super Elf doesn't die because of the sword. The sword didn't even hurt him because the sword was really never real.
Yes.
Because, like I said, if the sword was real, then Loki would have died.
Yeah. Okay. So that whole So he just got. So just basically the super elf. All he knows is he just grabbed Loki.
Yeah, he sees the sword, but I'm sure in his mind maybe he thinks he got stabbed.
Yeah.
He's probably wondering how he got stabbed.
Yeah. He's just powerful. He just pulled Loki.
Because
Okay, I got it.
if he got stabbed really bad, he probably would have been able to grab Loki.
Uh,
So Loki sets off the grenade and blows this guy.
so it's theatrics that
It blows this guy.
Yeah. So he tries to door.
It's always theatrics.
Yes.
With Loki. We see in the third Thor movie, he loves theatricals.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
So he's laying there and he's turning blue.
He's turning blue. He's fading away. Not fading away, but he's turning gray. Yeah.
Show. Of course, you know how Thor is.
Yeah, he's crying, right? He's crying again. Like this is the second time he cried for Loki's dying. Okay, and and then it's so funny. Like Thor said, like I will tell Father what you did here today.
Yeah, I tell Father what you did.
So dramatic.
I like it. He goes, I didn't do it for Father.
Yeah. So no, he said I didn't do it for him. Does that mean he did it for Thor or for his mother? I didn't understand.
He did it for himself.
Yeah, so I knew that, right? But like to Thor, what do you think he meant? Like, did he do it for him?
He probably meant it for Thor and his mom.
Okay, Thor and mom. Okay, just not father.
Yeah, I'm sure he. Well, he didn't do any of that for his father there, because I mean, he's about to go see his dad.
So I guess in this movie, Loki dies again.
Yeah, Loki dies again.
And I think the battle's over because the next scene that they go to Thor and Jane finding shelter in a cave.
Yeah. Well, we could say Loki actually dies the first time we actually see him die.
First time.
We actually see him fake his death. I mean, the other time they just thought he was dead because he fell off the plane.
Yeah, he fell off the bridge. Yeah. So
I mean,
this one is first
die.
actual death. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Not the last one.
And this is the part where they do the theatrical in the Thor Ragnarok movie. That's the whole scene.
Yeah.
Like that was like build a statue of me. Okay.
But they leave, but I like it. They leave. So you're right. They go find a refuge in the cave. Cave. And then that's where they hit the cell phone go off.
The cell phone works, and it's so funny. Like they were playing the music, right? And Thor is like, "That's not coming from me." Yeah, no joke, Sherlock. See, like, I like these little humor lines that they have even in this movie.
Yeah.
Like, when you said like no one even talks about this, right? Because I think a lot of people forgot about these little like comedy bits that they have.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people don't go see the Thor movies.
No.
But it also has a lot to do with when Thor movies come out. They almost always come out around Thanksgiving or before Thanksgiving.
Let me see when this one came out. I could tell.
At the same time the first one did.
Oh, November 8th, 2013. Yeah, you're right.
But the thing is, I think a lot of people forget about this is we talked about all the actors that played Captain America. Oh yeah, Chris Evans, hard to replace now. Mm-hmm. Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man. Couldn't even see him not being. I think we forget that. I mean, the actors playing Thor, Liam.
No, Liam. Chris Hemsworth.
Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Wrong
You want to say
name.
Liam Hemsworth
That's
because they look
that.
alike.
They look the same.
Yeah.
I'm just
Well, they're brothers, you know.
Chris, the other Chris.
Yeah, Chris is messed up.
I can't see anybody else playing Thor.
Okay, so before we get on to the next scene, right? So I was watching a special feature. Kevin Feige was saying like, they really want a great actor playing Thor, okay? But then you look at Thor's size, right? It's like the only people that should be playing Thor is like a big wrestler, like over 6 foot tall.
But that's the thing. You're not gonna get a good actor out of it.
No, you're not. So like they said, they really lucked out when they found Chris. So they start showing Chris Hemsworth's rehearsal, right? He have a shaved head, He looked like he was playing a part in American History X, okay? But then his arms, he was not even buff at that time.
Yeah.
Like, his arms looks like mine. Like, I had the structure, like the structure for the muscle, right? But it's not definite. He's not defined.
We all have the structure for the muscle. We just don't have it.
No, he just don't have it. But like, he hasn't worked out yet. Like, you can tell the bicep and the tricep is there, right? But it's not as defined that, haven't worked out. And then they said like, he actually bulked up bigger than they wanted him to. He bulked up bigger than the size that they wanted him to.
Yeah, that happens. I mean, James Bond did that by accident.
Yeah, see, I know. So let's go on. So Jane's cell phone works. And
I just want to say though, I couldn't see anybody else playing this character.
No, I can't either. Like now that we have him, right? But then because the guy who played Loki, he also read for Thor.
Yeah. Lucky he didn't get it because he's a better Loki than he.
He was a better Loki. They said that too. Like when he read for Thor, like oh my god, he's reading it like Loki. They pointed that out. Yeah.
I mean, they just got lucky on this movie. I really think because this one could have this one could have turned into another Hulk right here.
Oh yes, no,
very easy.
This one is way better than Hulk, obviously.
Well, it's very better, but I'm saying they could have got an actor that just didn't work.
Oh, that just didn't work, and then they had to replace him later. Yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They would have had to replace him again.
Oh, I don't even know who can replace Hemsworth. If Hemsworth is not playing Thor, right, I don't think I want to watch it.
That's what I'm saying. I cannot see anybody.
Because he had the seriousness, right? But then in Thor Ragnarok, he has the comedic side too.
Well, but it's not intentional. That's the thing.
That's the thing. That's the greatest thing when he's not being funny on purpose.
You've seen all the other movies Chris Hemsworth's in. He always is got a comedic role. And that's what is likable about it.
Yeah.
He's big. Oh, I'm an awesome looking guy.
The only other Chris Hemsworth movie I've seen is Ghostbusters.
Oh, really? You didn't see
I didn't see 12 Strong. I didn't see Black Hawk. I didn't see.
Was he in Black Hawk?
Is it called Black Hawk? Let me look at his resume real quick.
How about Family Vacation?
The what?
Family Vacation. Did you see that one?
No, that's what Ed Helm, right?
Yes. He's awesome.
Oh, I saw Star Trek, but then he only have a little part in Star Trek.
Yeah, he's Captain Kirk's dad, by the way.
Oh, I haven't seen Red Dawn. I haven't seen Snow White and the Huntsman.
I saw the original.
I didn't see Rush. It's called Black Hat. I'm sorry, it's not called Black Hawk. Black Hat.
Okay, we didn't go see those other movies then.
I saw Ghostbusters.
I didn't.
I didn't see 12 Strong. Oh, you know what? I didn't see a lot of his movies. I wanted to see Man in Black International, but I didn't see that either.
I still want to see Man in Black International.
Oh, I saw the Jay and Silent Bob reboot, so he was in that. He was playing, himself.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It's just a hologram, like Chris. It's like they go into a Comic-Con, right? And then it's a hologram thing of Chris Hemsworth telling people where to go. That was it. It's not like a live,
Okay.
But I like Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Oh really? No, I have to see it because I like Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah, I like it. So let's go back where we were at. Yeah, that's Jane's cell phone works.
Yeah. And so she's talking to the English guy.
Yeah, the English guy. I thought it was way fair. Like, how the heck did she get the service?
Was it Richard?
I never put that dude's name. I want to. Yeah, it is Richard because I thought ask him like, so who's Richard?
Who's Richard? He goes, really?
Yeah. So we find out like the portal was there because we find the soda can, we find the car keys, so that was easy to put back. And then like in that instant, right, like right away they just go back to the warehouse, like boop.
They just go right back to England.
Yeah,
right
it's just so quick. Yeah.
That's cool. And then they get in the car. Of course, who's Richard?
Yeah, who's Richard? I love that part. Really? That's what you just said. Like it's funny. It's not intentional comedy. It's just that.
Yeah,
it's just that wrong place, wrong time thing.
It's like she's like, you've been gone this whole time and you're worried about who Richard is.
Yeah, Richard is.
You're Thor, and you're worried about this other guy.
Yes. And that picks it up really quick from there because the next thing is like they go to the apartment or whatever they
Yeah, they
live
go to
in,
the
right?
apartment. Well, they go back to her lab/apartment,
Yeah.
which is funny because remember the first of the movie. Okay, in Avengers, Shield got her some kind of awesome job,
Yes.
but then you see Marcy show up when she's on her date and say, "Huh, I see you left your mom's house and you put on ladies' clothes." So apparently it must have not have worked for her, or either
Yeah.
that or after the Bell in New York, they're like, Jane, we're gonna have to let you go.
Yeah. Well, they said they put her someplace safe in the Avengers.
Yeah, but apparently she didn't stay there because she was at her
No,
mom's
she
house
just
now.
left. Yeah. She probably didn't
Wearing
want to work for
sweatpants
Shield or whatever. And
Yeah,
so we get back to Jane's apartment slash office,
yeah,
whatever, right? And
yeah,
Selvix hugs her without pants on. I
yeah.
thought that was
Well,
so
yeah,
funny.
but also to point out, did you see that the Thor walks by the coat rack and he hangs his hammer on it?
Yes, he does.
He hangs the hammer there.
Because he grabs it later.
But it's funny because you always have these nerd people going. So can you put the hammer in an elevator? Will it go
Oh
up?
yeah, yeah,
I'm like, you stuck the hammer on a coat rack, no big deal. It's
yeah,
magic hammer,
yeah.
okay?
It's a magic hammer. It's not the object, right? It's only a person.
Yeah, it's
You
all
know what's really
crazy.
funny? Heather told me the same thing. Wasn't that in Big Bang Theory?
Yes,
If
it
the
was Big
hammer
Bang
is in
Theory.
the elevator and
Yeah,
the elevator goes up, like it doesn't matter where it is. The hammer could be on a toilet seat. It doesn't mean the toilet is worthy.
yeah,
It's a human trait, you know.
yeah.
So
Well, it's even intelligent creature, but
yeah, it isn't it funny when when Thor sees Selvig, he sees him without pants on. He's like, Eric, are you well?
yeah, I like
It's like,
that. But also, like, I like it because what is Ian? He says it helps him think
it has
better.
him thinking so funny. He's not wearing pants. Maybe that's why he was naked at the Stonehenge. Like the less clothes he has on, the better his thinking is.
No, I'm thinking when he was, when Loki hit him with the staff deal,
Yeah, it just messed
must
him
have
out a little bit.
scrambled something. So for all we know, Hawkeye walks around without pants
Oh
too.
yeah, but he has kids at his house. So he's like, man, I had to put pants on. Here's a funny. Here's a funny thing for you before we get to Loki faking his death scene. Okay, so on one of my podcasts I listened to, right, this guy was talking about like when he was a teenager, when he was in high school, he would never invite girls, okay, to his house, and he hates that thought. Like, I'm afraid that these girls don't think I like them because I never invite them back to the house. But what they don't know is because at my house, right, my dad doesn't have any effing pants on. I don't want to invite a girl and then my dad doesn't have any effing pants on. So I don't want to be so embarrassed. I don't want the girl not to think that I don't like them. So when I heard that, it was so funny to me, right? And that's why I told Heather, like, when the boys are grown up, right, to help you, to prevent the boys from bringing the girls home, I'm not gonna wear pants anymore. Once Ethan is 17, I'm gonna like F it, no pants. So Ethan would never bring a girl home just because Daddy's not wearing pants.
That might backfire on you because you know what they're gonna do? You're gonna have to go to that girl's house now.
No, Heather's not gonna be cool. Like, you're gonna have to put pants on. I don't even want to wear pants now. And my parents are at the house. I don't care.
Okay, you know what? All I know is right now, while we're talking, do not stand up. Do not stand up at all. We don't want to.
You don't want to know, man. This
Yeah,
looks
please
good
don't
up
stand up.
top right here,
No,
okay?
sit down. Sit down. Stay in your chair. Everything's good.
Okay.
I'm glad the screen only goes so far.
So, so, all right, we're back to Loki. Well, we could see the part where Loki faces death because the I think the scene goes right to the Dark Elves planet, and it's like that little magical thing that he turns to Asgardian God.
Yes.
Yeah,
He
because
turns
he
to the
doesn't show you that
Asgardian
Loki
god.
kills that dude. It is just that he turns into that dude, and then he
But
just
he must have killed somebody.
yeah. I'm pretty sure he kills
What
him.
I don't understand is why is there only one person? Because when he's talking, because okay, he gets in the ship and he goes back to Odin.
Yeah.
Which I want to point out, it's neat in a way because when you see Odin, the back of Odin, he kind of looks like Thor. He's got the red cape, the long hair.
Oh yeah, because that's how they
But,
roll.
he tells Odin what he tells Odin. He goes, "Oh, we didn't find any sign of
Yeah, we
Thor.
find we just found a body.
Yeah, we just found a body." He goes, "Loki's."
Yep.
And it's like, yeah. But he said we,
I know.
which I'm like, You're only one guy.
Yeah, he's only one guy. Maybe like there's a team of them, and they only send one guy or whatever. I don't know what the situation. They say these lines right to make us think like that. Like, what do you mean
Yeah.
we? I only saw one dude.
Yeah, only just one guy.
Are you doing the thing like me, myself, and I, or all of us?
Yeah. Or the script supervisor that day just wasn't doing their job.
Yeah. Okay, so we got that scene, and then when Jane and Thor talk to Selvig, he draw the lines on the map, and then
Yeah.
they
Well,
crisscross.
they want to know where is Malachi going to show up.
Yes, where Malachi is going to show
Line
up.
up all the rings, and of course he's going to do it on Earth.
Yeah, of course it's doing it on Earth, right? That's
there's
exactly where it aligns.
Yeah, because there's a zillion billion planets out there, but Earth is the most important.
There's at least 9 realms, okay? But he has to do it on Earth.
Apparently we're in the center somewhere.
Yeah, and Greenwich. I don't know why they picked that city of all the cities.
Greenwich.
Yeah.
Greenwich.
What? Yeah, Greenwich.
Greenwich. Yeah, Greenwich.
Yeah, Greenwich.
I'm go to Greenwich because everything, even the pyramids, all align on this deal.
So it cannot be like in the middle of nowhere. It had to be where
because way back in the old days when people were moving rocks and stuff, they felt something present, so they put the rocks in a certain direction. That way, you can draw a line in the future from all the rocks.
Sounds like some Fifth Element stuff.
Yeah. So they go to Greenwich. And they're running through. Remember, they go through that college, or they're running through that college.
Yeah, to set up the satellite stuff. Yeah, Darcy and Ian.
And of course, it's just does Thor already show up and start fighting? Yeah, Thor's already fighting.
Yeah, Thor's already there because he's flying. He can fly.
Yeah, and I'll look at everybody runs up to the windows, and Jane's like, "Get away from the windows!"
Yes, and they're like, "You kidding? Thor is outside."
Yeah, you kidding? Thor's outside.
And like, so this is the first time we see Thor fights an enemy with an Infinity Stone inside him, or some kind of power.
Yes.
Yeah, because he fights Malekith.
Yeah, he's fighting well, you can't say it the first time because you remember the Tesseract was Infinity, and they also had the Infinity Stone in the staff of
Loki.
Loki's staff. Yeah. So, but I mean, I guess you could say he has it inside of him. Yeah.
So that's his track record. He's always fighting beings with Infinity Stones.
Well, Thor didn't fight anybody with Infinity Stone in the first movie.
Oh no, not the first movie, but Thor does.
Not Infinity
Stone. Out of anybody, he's the only one that fought Infinity Stones.
Actually, we have not heard the words Infinity Stone yet.
No, we have.
We don't even know they
names.
Exist. We don't even know they exist.
No, we don't. It's just the Tesseract, the Ether.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we saw
and Scepter.
Yep. Yeah, the glow stick of destiny.
The glow stick of destiny. Yes.
so yeah, they're fighting Malachi, and of course this is where we see what those rods do. Remember the rods?
Yes. And while Thor is fighting Malachi, they're going to the portals really quick.
Yeah, because what the stones? I think the rods were. They pointed out the rods were to detect anomalies.
Yep.
But Jane uses them to form anomalies.
Yes. To create portals where the like the troopers of Malkahheim go into different places.
Where they make the soldiers disappear, and of course Darcy and her friend are going, make the guy with the sword disappear, and it makes them disappear. And then they appear in the parking lot, and the elves try to kill them.
Yes.
And of course there's portals all over the movie. I mean, there's a whole lot because at first I was like, why do they just keep going between the Dark Elf place and the Earth? But then it shows they go to the other worlds.
They go to the Frost Giant world.
Yeah, they go to the Frost Giant, Vanaheim, with the jets fly through that portal, and the little missiles almost blow up those people.
Yes.
People are like, what? And then, of course, they get to the Frost Giant. Remember that big giant snow dog?
There's some kind of a dog monster thing.
Yeah, dog
They brought that to Earth, too.
It looks like that same lizard monster that tried to eat Captain Kirk on the ice planet. But, hey, maybe that's where he crashed, okay? We're going to go.
That's how you're tying in your Romulan theory.
I got to tie it every day. Yeah? I'm living in one universe, okay?
Then we show Darcy and Ian running away from those guys, or those other Dark Elves, and then Ian picks up that car, right? Because truck.
He smashes a bunch of he smashed a bunch of Dark Elves with a Mini Cooper.
Yeah, with a Mini. Was it a Mini Cooper? Yes, it was a small car. Yeah.
He smashed it with a Mini Cooper, and of course. He becomes Darcy's superhero.
Yes, and Darcy's like, "You saved my life." He's like, "I guess I did." Like, what is he? A retard?
Yeah, and actually, she's got him bent over kissing.
Yes, that was the funny scene when Jane used that portal and then they appear right next to him. It's like,
she's like Darcy.
She holds him like a chick.
Yeah, she showed him that picture with that sailor.
And while this whole time, like Thor is fighting Malkheim, right? And then like the hammer's like having confused, like flying all over the
Yeah, that's
place
kind of
because they
because
keep changing
she
location.
goes Darcy, she goes Jane.
Yeah.
Then you hear Eric go Ian. He goes Savick. Then you hear Darcy say the hammer's name funny.
Mew Mew. Yeah, she says it Mew Mew instead of Mjolnir.
Meow
Mew Mew.
meow.
and then Thor goes to on that train. He's like, which way to Greenwich? He's like,
Oh
the
yeah, I like
lady
that
on the
train.
train is like, it's 3 stops.
Yeah, I like it. She goes, you'll take this train
Yeah.
for 3 stops. And of
It's
course,
so
the train
Then
moves
he
and
gets
she
on the
touches
train.
it. Oh, I'm so sorry.
And it's so funny. I love that unintentional comedy stuff. He
I
just
know.
gets on the train.
After watching that scene, it makes me want to dress up like Thor and try to get on the train.
Dude, he's super tall. Like, he got in the train, right? His head almost touches the ceiling.
I know.
Right? So I had to look up, like, how tall is Chris Hemsworth? I thought he was 6'5", but he's only 6'3". So him and Hugh
No,
Jackman
he's
are the
only
same height.
6'3".
He's only 6'3". That's still a tall guy.
Only 6'3". Oh my god. Only
Because
6'3".
because
Those
I
people,
thought, because I thought Chris
that are
Evans was
6 foot,
6'3".
that's 6'3" is pretty tall.
Yeah, 6'3" is pretty tall. But, like, I thought Chris Evans was 6'3", but, like, Chris Evans is only 6 foot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's normal.
Evans is still like 6 feet. Anything above 5'10" is way tall.
Not really.
Well, you just need to look up Google the average height. It's like 5'9" is the average height for all the Americans.
What?
Yeah, 5'9" is average height.
Average.
Because there's a lot of short dudes out there too. It's all the numbers.
Everybody's head.
Okay, so after Thor gets on the train, right? But after that, sorry scene with that lady, Malachi does some kind of magic and creates some kind of red vines from the ether. Is it that cloud?
Well, he's probably merging with the ether, and he's doing the ether thing. Of course, well, that's the thing, and you see it. It's spreading out throughout the galaxy.
Yeah,
it's going through all the portals. Because you see it. Because remember, it shows like the scene where you see the ground down. And you see all the portals in the sky.
Yes,
you see the ether going through each portal.
Yes.
Kind of like a rope. I guess it's going to tie it all together.
Yeah. So, and then that's when they hold one of the satellites, right?
Well, that's when they get like, oh, we lost.
Yeah.
That's the scene where we're like, oh, we're getting beat now. And of course, Thor's like, so can those sticks help you? And
yeah,
like,
those sticks. Yeah.
Get in there. And Thor's like, boom, I'm taking those sticks in there, and it's cool because what he's gonna do. He runs to there, and first thing he does a Loki. He does a Hawkeye Loki thing where he throws the spear, and of course the guy catches it.
Yes.
Like Loki, and boom, there goes his arm.
There goes his arm because they did the portal thing. Yeah, I love that too.
And he stabs the guy in the other arm. Boom. So the guy that has no arms. What's that guy do? Like,
he has no arms.
He has no arms. He's like, I'm still gonna beat you.
I thought he was gonna grow them back, but that's when Malachi told him like the ether cannot be destroyed.
Yeah, because you can't destroy this. And of course, Thor's like, you can.
But you can't be destroyed.
He gets the other spear, and the hammer's coming because he's slamming the hammer into it. And boom, he's gone.
He's gone. Yeah, and then like you thought his spaceship was gonna fall on like Thor and Jane, because Thor was out at that time too when he hit him with the hammer.
Laying out. Yeah. And of course, you see the spaceship falling. The funny thing is, when the spaceship's falling, I guess you're supposed to be thinking it's going to crush him. Me, I'm thinking, who's going to get the spaceship?
Yeah, like I think it was going to be okay. Like if the spaceship falls on Thor.
No,
right?
I was just worried about what are they going to do with the spaceship. I mean,
it's on Earth.
Yeah, it's on Earth now. The English people got this big giant spaceship. I mean, S.H.I.E.L.D. can't just come get the spaceship.
Yeah. So what's it? Selvig saves them with that portal deal.
Selvig saves them with the portal deal.
Yeah, I actually saw that coming. Like, I don't think that's gonna fall on it. And then
it falls, and it appears, and it falls on the Dark Elves.
In the Dark Elves wall, yeah.
We don't know it really killed him, but most likely.
Yep. And I like that part. Like after that happens, right? Darcy kisses Ian again. It's just out of nowhere.
Ta-da.
I like how quickly it transitions. Like after that, there's not like, okay, we'll see you guys later. It just shows that Selvig, Ian, Darcy, and Jane is eating food in her house, like her apartment, right? Like it just cuts straight to that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Because I mean, who cleaned up the mess? I mean,
they don't show any about that. Like, just leave it, okay? Someone will get it.
Yeah. Because somebody had to pick up all the ether too.
Yeah. See, like, They didn't show that, but we towards the end of the movie, they pick up the
Yeah,
ether
they did.
because
But I mean,
it's
that's the thing.
Asgardian's job. Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody had to gather it up. Somebody had to do it. I wonder who gathered it up because I mean, we already saw what happens to you when you gather the crap up. It goes in you and you can't get it out.
Yeah, and then whatever Selvig, Darcy, Jane, and Iron was doing, right? They had a little conversation, like don't worry, he probably will come back, and then Jane is like, well, last time was like 2 years, only been 2 days. I'm like, okay, that's like a little scene where like, okay, yeah, Thor will come back, whatever.
Yeah. Plus, they also talk about all the stuff that they did before they left. He committed treason too, so that might be a thing.
Yeah, he committed
treason. The next scene that I like it because the next scene is Thor talking to Odin, which is cool because Odin's actually kind of like he's tired.
Yes.
But I like it because he takes the gamble because he's like, so you're going to be the king, and Thor's like, I don't want to be the king. I would rather be a good man than be a good king.
Yes. And then Odin says something. I have a son that longs for the throne. And I think I put it here. That means.
Yeah, I like it because I got a son that really wanted the throne so badly.
Yep.
And another son I can't even give the throne away.
Yeah, give the throne away to. Yep.
And I like it because then Thor picks his hammer up and like it, he starts to hand the hammer to him, and you can see it for a little bit. He's thinking, and he's like, no. He puts his hand up. No.
Yeah, you keep it.
Because you know why.
Yeah.
We'll find out why.
Yeah, we'll follow why.
Yeah, like it goes, no, that's your hammer. You take it, and you can go on, and you can go do whatever. He says, I can't give you my blessing, and I can't say all this stuff, and I can't say I'm proud of you. But, and of course, Thor walks off and leaves.
Yep.
And of course, boom.
Then you find out it's Loki.
Which is funny because if he would have took that hammer, he would have been able to pick it up, and Odin can pick up the hammer.
So this scene, right? Since we saw Thor Ragnarok, does that mean Loki already put Odin in that nursing home somewhere?
Yes. Yes, he already got rid of.
He already got rid of Odin, yeah.
Yeah, he already got rid of Odin during all the chaos.
Which is weird because he put him on Earth. Because they went to Earth to find their father.
I mean, we could say. I mean, I guess we could say that he took care of Odin already.
Yeah, he took care of Odin. He didn't kill him. He just,
He took over, but later on, he does take him to Earth.
Yeah, because that's why they, Yeah. Okay.
Sure, you didn't put him in a home yet because there's a lot of crap going on at Earth. Right?
Okay, so that's the end of the movie, and then we go to the post-credit scene.
Yes.
With the the credit scene with the collector.
The mid-credit scene.
Yeah, the mid-credit scene. Yes.
Where we see the collector.
The collector.
The collector. Yeah.
Oh, that big dude's name is Vorstag. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. I wrote it down. Volstagg.
Oh yeah, yes, that's his name.
Yeah, that's his name.
Volstagg.
Yeah, Volstagg.
Volstagg. Yeah, him and Lady Sif show up.
Yeah, give him the stone, and I like when the collector sees him, like, oh my god, Asgardians is and then he bows down to them.
Well, he didn't bow down. He gave him a greeting.
Yeah, he's like a greeting.
Because he's a collector.
Yeah, he's a collector.
He wants to stay in good terms because he goes around the galaxy getting anything that he wants.
Yes.
Rage and stuff. He's got everything. He's got Sputnik dog. I mean, come on. He probably got what is that? That Tesla that they send into space.
Oh, he probably took that too.
Yeah, he probably took everything. Every time NASA has something goes missing, he took it.
Oh, the collector took it.
When you lose socks at your house, he took it.
Well, they have that little interesting conversation when Sif is like, talking to the collector. You know why we're here, and because the collector asked him like, why don't you guys keep it on Asgard?
I know. Well, that's the thing. I like that. He goes, why don't you keep that on Asgard? And then they tell the collector something they shouldn't have told the collector.
Yeah.
He goes, because we already have one Infinity Stone.
Yeah, it's not wise to keep two Infinity Stones so close together.
Lady Sif should have turned and slapped him.
Yeah.
Because he's like, yeah, we should.
But if you think about it, the collector probably know what they are and why anyway. Right?
Yeah, the collector knows what Infinity Stones are.
And you know what's
obviously, well, at this point, we also realized that apparently Asgardians know what the stones are too. Yeah. They just never said anything about it.
Yeah, that was the first time they mentioned Infinity Stones.
Yeah, because Odin probably actually knows there's 5 Infinity Stones, and he probably knows how dangerous they are.
Yes.
That's why he probably never mentions anything about them.
Oh, yeah, that's why they tossed the ether away, like, onto a realm that, no one cares.
You guys remember, though, they probably didn't know they may not know what the stones were when they tossed the ether away.
Oh, okay. They just know it's a powerful, dangerous weapon.
Yeah, because that was the Borg. Borg.
Yes, Borg's doing, yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't Odin. That was before Odin's time.
So do you think it was interesting when the collector set 1 down, 5 to go, or is that just
It,
something for us?
it was interesting, but it was for us. That was meant for us.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, he's already doing. Who knows why he's collecting? He doesn't want the glove. He doesn't want to do magic. He's just a collector.
He's a
But he
collector.
probably wants all 5 stones in his collection.
Like me and my comic cards.
Like that, well, like all of us, our comic books collect everything that we collect.
Yeah,
He
I want
collects.
all of them.
Come on, it's Infinity Stones. He knows there's all 5 of them. Why can't he have all 5 of them? He's the
Yes.
collector. So he's thinking, he got one. He's probably hatching a scheme to steal the rest of them from somebody himself.
Yeah, it just pays. Well, he was willing to
I
pay
mean,
for them.
I don't think he. I mean, we know eventually Thanos wants all 5 stones for the Infinity Gauntlet. But I'm thinking at this point in time, the collector is not collecting them for
power.
Yeah.
Just for
He's not
collection,
collecting.
yeah.
Well, I'm sure it's for power because he likes power. We already know that he likes to enslave people. I mean, come on, we saw the Red Girl.
Yeah. Is it red or pink or whatever? He's got that girl, okay?
Red Girl. Okay.
Yep. Was that the only credit scene? I don't remember seeing another one.
That was the only one in the
Okay.
credits.
Yeah,
Then we
the
had
only
at the end of the credits. But so he's got the Infinity Stone. We know one Infinity Stone. So we know he has one Infinity Stone.
Asgard
There's
has
one
one.
in Asgard, and there is still one on Earth.
The time one, yeah, which we're not reviewing
Wait,
this
no,
time.
wait. Oh, there's 2 on Earth now.
Oh, there's always been 2 on Earth.
Yeah, well, we haven't seen the Time Stone, so you can't talk about Time Stone.
Yeah, it's a
We're
Tesseract
talking
that's
about
on Earth.
We're talking about
No, the Tesseract is on Asgard.
Asgard says Tesseract.
Yeah.
The glow stick of destiny is on Earth.
It's then on Earth, yes.
Remember? They
Yes.
have it on Earth. And they also have they have that on Earth, and they also have the Time Stone is also on Earth.
Because the Power Stone is found by Peter
So,
Quill.
so that means during the Avengers, there was 3 stones on Earth.
Yeah, there's 3 songs. They point that out in Endgame.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
People are telling you, hey, you shouldn't keep 2 together. We got all
I know.
3.
Actually, I thought about that when we watching this. Like, okay, whatever. There's 3 on Earth. One of the weakest race of all you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's been 3 on Earth in a way. There's been always 3 on Earth because when Jane Foster had it, she was on Earth. She had it on Earth for a little while.
Yes, she did.
But the Tesseract was on Asgard, didn't it?
Yeah, so it was only 3 on Earth. Like they mentioned that in Endgame, but if the timing's right, there's been 3 stones on Earth.
Yeah, there's been a lot on Earth. There's a lot of crap going on there.
Yeah. Okay. So usually this is where we end it, but there's a special feature you and I want to talk about.
Before we do that, we got to go to the very end. At the very end of the credits is important because Thor shows up at Jane's apartment.
Damn, I think I skipped it. You gotta tell me. I think I skipped it.
Okay, yeah. After the credits is over, Jane's sitting in her house. Mm-hmm. I think it was either lightning or thunder, and she looks out the window and Thor is there, and then she runs out there and kisses him.
Oh yes. Oh, I actually remember this. I didn't see it the second time. I remember seeing it the first time. Yeah.
And after she's done kissing him, of course, you see the parking lot, and the Ice Planet dog is running around trying to eat birds. That's a S.H.I.E.L.D. problem.
Oh.
But here's the thing: now Thor is on Earth.
Yes.
So Tony Stark should give him his cell phone number, and they can hang out. I mean.
Okay, so Thor's on Earth at this time, right? Yeah, There's some kind of YouTube clips. Have you seen those?
Which ones? I saw some a while back.
I think he hangs out with this guy. I don't
that's later on in other movies.
Okay, good. Okay. So
yeah, but you're right. We're on the right there because remember that's during that Civil War.
Yes.
So yeah, Thor is living on Earth up until the next Avengers movie.
Okay. Oh my God, that's right.
So I don't know why he could have came and helped Captain America, but he didn't.
Yes.
But hey, that's okay.
That's okay. Yes. But that's really good and important to point out.
I mean, he's too busy hanging out with Jane. Okay.
Yes.
And Darcy.
Good. Okay, so I know a lot of our chats with the MCU has been 2 hours, right? This is what it is at right now, 1 hour 59. So instead of stopping it, we're gonna talk about this Marvel one shot.
Yeah, the Marvel one shot you can only find on the Blu-ray for Thor: The Dark World.
The Dark World, yeah, and I also have it on my digital copy but then I have to buy it with those bonus features.
Oh, okay.
because it tells you about the bonus feature. So this one is called All Hail the King. All right, it's an interview with Trevor that appear in
Slattery.
Iron Man 3.
Yeah, Trevor Slattery,
Trevor Slattery. All right,
also known as the fake Mandarin.
the
Trevor.
fake Mandarin. That's a really good point out there. So I forgot what that reporter's name is. So he basically asked him these simple questions and things like
Yeah.
that.
He's been interviewing what 3, and this is supposed to be his last interview. He's already done it with 3 times,
Yep.
and he's getting tired of interviewing.
Right.
Trevor.
And before the interview even went on, it shows you like a little bit of life inside prison for Trevor.
Well, we want to put out the prison that Trevor's at is Seagate prison.
Oh yes, Seagate prison. Yes.
Because anybody that saw Power Man, or I guess I should say Luke Cage, knows what Seagate is.
Yes.
So at the time of this filming, is Power Man there?
Oh yes, it's Seagate. That's right. They put I guess I don't know, famous criminals or whatever.
Well, yeah.
Or maybe that's the popular, but that's maybe their version of Alcatraz in the MCU.
It's just a really big prison.
It's a really big prison. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so
there's some bad dudes there.
So I like that Trevor has a fan club.
Yeah, well, we that's the thing that after this is life after we see at the end of Iron
Man 3.
Trevor is like as a hero at this prison. I mean, he's
a celebrity.
Yeah, he is a celebrity. And I mean, all the people love him there. Yep. They all like to watch him act.
Yes, like that. Can you do the Mandarin voice? Like, guys, I can't just turn it on. He's like a surfer dude.
Yeah, one of the prisoners is his butler. He calls him his butler. It's kind of his bodyguard. Remember? And he's
that like, dude is huge, man.
Yeah, this dude's huge. But he tells that dude, he goes, hey, when that guy comes up, hey, don't ever come in the cafeteria without me. He's like, hey, he got him this tray of food. He goes, hey, you need to go get me some chocolate milk.
Yeah, chocolate milk. Like a little kid.
And then he runs into that one prisoner. He's asking him, where are we going to sit with now? We're going to sit with the Nazis. And then, of course, he runs into that one guy. He runs into some big old giant, bald white guy.
Yeah, that actor looks familiar. I know I've seen him somewhere else. But
I've seen him somewhere too, and I was trying to figure out who he was. If he's somebody that I'm supposed to know. Yeah. But anyhow, he spills his tray on him. Of course, that guy's going to do something to him. But of course,
the bodyguard comes back with the milk.
Yeah, well, no, his whole fan club shows up.
Oh, his whole fan club shows up. That's right.
Because he's about to do it, and he turns around. Yeah, because Trevor's kind of walking away from him, like he's scared of the guy, and also he turns around and sees the fan club, turns back around. He's not scared of that guy anymore.
Yep. I thought that was very funny. Such a wuss.
Then, like you said, he asked the scene. He goes, "Hey, can you do the voice?"
Yeah, do the voice.
Not something I could just turn on, but I'll do it.
Okay. I really like that when he suddenly turned into that wussy, and then he turned into that seriousness of the character. Yeah. That was really good.
I know he's such an actor.
Yeah, he's such a good actor. He won an Academy Award.
I didn't say he's a good actor. I said he's such an actor.
Oh, he's such an actor. Like in that
role, yeah. Part, yes, he has an Academy Award. So
it's just so good.
Ben Kingsley is a good actor.
Yeah, Ben Kingsley is a great actor.
But I like it that they did the one shot too.
I did.
They did. I mean, it's just made up for so much.
It did. So So if you watched Iron Man 3 the first time, it just leave you hanging. But then
Well, it felt like they threw the Mandarin in the trash.
Yes, they threw the Mandarin in the trash. But with the Marvel one shot, now I get it why you told me to watch it.
Yeah, well, because Iron Man 3 throws the Mandarin, and of course he's the Ten Rings. So it made the first movies with the Ten Rings go, well, is the Ten Rings even real?
Yes. But
the Ten Rings are real, and it shows it.
And it shows it in this one.
Because after the prison scene, we show him doing the interview again. The guy's got a camera set up, which is important. He's got that camera with the tripod set up, and then Trevor comes to the table, and of course he asks him, "What did you do?" Well, they go up to, because remember Trevor says, well, the butler goes, "Hey, why don't you do 60 Minutes? Because I'll never work for CBS again."
Yeah.
And of course, they said the death. He goes, "So your mom loves you?" He goes, "Oh, I love my mom very much." He goes, "But you didn't go to your mom's funeral. Why not?" "Well, I was in America because it was my big break. And I was filming a show. The show was that Russian.
Yeah.
A Caged Heat or something.
Yeah, the TV show.
I think it's one of that movie where what was it? Sean Connery and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Was it Sean Connery and Arnold Schwarzenegger? Where Arnold Schwarzenegger comes to the United States and he's a Russian cop looking for somebody.
Is that what it is?
What is it called? Red something? Oh no, there's a movie. It's based
No,
on.
it's Arnold and John Belushi, right? I know
Oh
what you're
yes,
talking
it
about.
is. It's John Belushi. You're
Red
right.
Red something. I remember.
Yes. So this is what I feel like this is what they're making fun of.
Oh,
But here's
I need to
but
know
the
what it
thing is,
is.
but the thing is, when we're watching
Red
CBS,
Heat.
yeah, Red Heat. But
Yes.
anyway, this is like Cage Heat or something. The thing is, the clips they're showing all the clips from the '80s show. It looks like a Cage. It looks like Red Heat mixed with Miami Vice and
Yes.
Magnum PI.
It was very cheesy.
Oh, it's so cheesy, even a monkey drinking vodka. But he shows him that film. Of course, he thinks it's funny. And of course, the guy points out, he goes, "So you blame everything on somebody else? Nothing. You don't take responsibility for anything." He goes, "Then you play this role where you're the Mandarin." And he goes, "Did you do any research on that?" He goes,
No.
"Because he shows. I like it." And he throws the deals out, and he goes, shows him the Ten Rings. You know, he goes, shows him all the stuff, the Ten Rings. He's even showing all the pictures from Iron Man 1 and stuff. He goes, those guys are real? He goes, yeah. He goes, you didn't do the, you don't, he goes, you're supposed to do the research. Everybody else does. He goes, yeah, I did the research. You know what that means? He goes, it means that Google.
You Google yourself, like every actor Google themselves and wank one out.
Yeah. I like it. He goes, oh, that, I like it where he goes, that's a shame. Where he opens the camera case, and you see
There's
a pistol
gun.
being put. Yeah, you see a pistol. You don't see a pistol pop out. You see a pistol being put together inside.
Yeah, it doesn't pop out. It just put together. I was like, oh my god! I thought there was a bullet going to be shot out of the camera or something.
Yeah,
I thought they were going to kill him right there.
That's ISIS type stuff.
And also, it's very you could tell like that's very predictable if he does that.
Yeah, that'd be too predictable. We've already seen that. I mean, there's already terrorist groups that do that.
Yep.
No, there's a gun put together, so if you were to take the camera apart, you wouldn't recognize anything in there.
Yeah.
The gun's put together, and he pulls the gun out, bam, 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 takes out the guards, and there comes the butler running towards him. Bam, bam,
he shot the butler, right? And then the butler was still coming. That's how big this guy was.
This guy was huge, and he keeps it. And then they're fighting, man. He's banging that guy up against the wall.
Yeah.
He finally kills the butler. Stabs him to do. Of course,
Trevor gets the gun.
Yeah, Trevor picks up one of the police guns.
Oh yes, that's
he
right.
He picks up the Beretta. It's a different pistol.
Yeah.
Picks it up and points it at him. Puts it right against. Which one? Yeah, which is neat because remember that also Trevor has that Anarchy Captain America shield on the back of his neck. That's what I remember seeing Seagate. But I like it. He puts it in and he tells him, you're not brave enough to pull that trigger. And of course, he goes, yeah, CBS taught me how to use guns. Of course, he spins around, takes that gun away from him.
Yep, and that's when we realize that he doesn't want to kill Trevor.
Yeah. I forgot the line. There is a line that's kind of spooky when they sit at the table. You know, before he kills him or shoots him, he tells them that the 10 rings, there is a Mandarin. He tells them the story of the Mandarin.
Yes, the story of the Mandarin.
He goes, they're going to put a hole in your butt, 10 holes in your. Well, they're going to put a hole in your body for every ring of our society.
Yes. Yeah, before he shot before he had that shootout with the scene.
Yeah, we had a shootout. He goes, we're going to put a hole in your body.
Because he did say something like, you're going to kill me? He's like, no, you're going to answer to the man that you've been pretending to be.
Yes, I love that.
So when he said that, right, I got chills because, like, does that mean he's, like, Ben Kingsley is going to have a scene with Tony Leung, the guy who's going to play the Mandarin?
Well, that's what I wonder because, well, you got to think, when they made this, they weren't going to do the Mandarin.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just bringing the Mandarin back so they can use it in a future story.
Yes.
That's basically what they did. Well, actually, to make up for all the fanboys that got upset over Iron Man 3.
You think they did that or they purposely do that?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe they did. Maybe they thought it. But I think it was a lot to do with, hey, let's make this real quick so we can fix the Mandarin problem.
Oh, you think so?
I think it was.
Oh, that's why it was released in Thor: The Dark World.
It was a big deal. Come on. It was a big deal to anybody that was a huge Iron Man fan.
Yeah.
See that the Mandarin was kind of turned into a joke in one of the movies.
But now it makes sense with this even more. Like, because that guy didn't even know.
Yeah, now there is a Mandarin.
Yeah, it's just like it's kind of like if a terrorist group just want to say that they're this terrorist group. That's it, without any research. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
You know.
I like it. So they remove him, take him away.
Yep.
And then we see some credits. Then we see some credits, and then boom, back to the scene. I love this scene. This is one of my favorites.
It's one of my favorite scenes too.
Justin Hammer sitting at the table, and he's reading that magazine that we saw.
With Pepper's face on it.
Yeah, with Pepper on it. She's shaking up Stark Enterprises. I like it. He said there. He goes, well, he's talking about Slattery. He goes, I can't stand this guy. He's like if Bin Laden and Benny Hill had a baby.
Yeah, Benny had a baby. That line was so funny.
Of course, it's I guess you could say his girlfriend.
His girlfriend or whatever, like, or he's
His,
the girlfriend
his
because like
cellmate. His cellmate.
I like that Justin keeps complaining about Pepper, right? Then he's
Yeah,
like,
like,
he's trying to tell his girlfriend guy that him and Tony are basically the same person. You know, like, no, we're both arm dealers.
yeah, I
You know,
know.
things like
I know because I can't stand Pepper at all because me and Tony, we see eye to eye.
yeah, we see eye to eye. It's so funny.
Yeah, because we're brothers in arms, and I mean it because we both sold arms.
Yeah, it's so awesome. And then I like that dude keep touching him, right? He's like, not here.
Not here. There goes, no, not right now, baby.
Yeah, not right now.
Yeah, baby. But I love it because we used to have boats. And he goes, I used to have a boat.
Yeah, he used to have a boat. Yes.
I love it. Man, I wish we could see Justin Hammer again. I
Yeah,
love
that
it.
part is really funny.
Man, that's so awesome.
Yep,
But
that
they
was
do
like,
because there's another one shot. There's a one shot that does that again. I think it's the one with Peggy Carter's one shot.
no, Agent Carter, yeah,
Where you
one
see
shot.
where you see the Agent Carter one shot, you see her deal, and then it has credits, and then it's got Stark, it's Howard Stark
Yes.
sitting with Dum Dum Dugan, and
Okay.
they see the girls in the bikinis.
So I looked it up before we end. I want to tell you there's 5 Marvel one shots. The first one is called The Consultant.
Okay.
That was
so
in the Thor.
Yeah,
That was with Thor.
oh,
And then yeah, the second one is called A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to Thor's Hammer.
okay.
And that's home media release is the Captain America the First Avenger.
Okay.
Item 47 is with Marvel's The Avengers. Agent Carter's is in Iron Man 3. And this one that we watch is called All Hail the King. That's in Thor the Dark World. So that's only 5.
There's only 5. That was the last one they made.
Yep.
Okay. So if Greg wants to see them, you should look for them.
Yeah, you had to look for them.
I'd say the Agent Carter. No, this one's the most important one. The Agent Carter one is what launched the show for Agent Carter, though.
Yeah, for the show, right?
Because people liked that one shot so much. That's what led to the Agent Carter show, which I actually like the Agent Carter show.
I like the one shot of Agent Carter because I like that. That's the prelude, right? I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess say prelude, they made it and then they made the show.
Yeah.
Because they weren't going to make a show originally.
You know what? I kind of like item 47 too because like when I saw that I was like, what the heck is this? And then it's just that couple using the alien technology to rob people.
Yeah,
rob banks in this case.
Yeah, that was the first one. That was the first one shot I saw, and I saw that.
That was the first one I saw too. I had never seen a Consultant.
And then I went back and had to find all the videos and watch them all.
Yeah, I think you told me that a long time ago. So I gotta watch the Thor one and Captain America one.
Yeah.
It's funny because you said you saw Agent Carter because I saw that also because I was just playing Iron Man 3.
Okay, yeah. One of the one shots I think is just the Tony Stark shows up. The talk. It's the same thing you see in Hulk.
It's the Consultant.
Yeah, it's the Hulk. It is actually just a little bit longer than the Hulk one.
Oh, okay.
Because I think a lot of people missed that one.
So you never seen the funny thing happen on the way to Thor's hammer?
I'm sure I did, but I can't remember it. I don't remember anything. So it must not have been.
I gotta see it then.
I think it's just about Coulson.
Okay.
Talking about the initiative. I don't know. I'm gonna look it up because I don't remember it.
Well, it's in Captain America: The First Avenger, so I'm gonna watch it. So I'm gonna end it right here, and then the next movie, obvious, is my boy, Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm gonna take us out right here, and we'll do this again next week. Thank you for watching this segment of our reviews. I hope you had a great time listening to us. Be sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next one. Laters.